We gotta move, bro. Tell me what you think she's doing. Let's go, nigga. You gotta go. Hey, no. Number one, nigga, you my nigga, fool. You gonna leave me with the voodoo?
But she's doing voodoo. A restaurant waiter assumed were smoking at their table 14 hours ago. So let me find the footage of what? Nivea snapped on Blueface for messaging her while she was stretching.
I don't give a fuck. This is feet open up to the side. You're making me not like your pelvis back. Stop touching me. And then come forward again. You want to inhale as you bring your bottom back, and exhale as you come back.
She was so miserable.
This is get the fuck out of my face. Why? What are you doing?
Yeah, we good.
Girl, go.
Not for you. Feet open up.
Where's her daddy?
Stop touching.
Blueface forgot himself and started touching his baby mom. She is so happy. Yes, this is for real.
Oh, my bad.
No way, let go.
I forgot you had a man and shit. Yeah.
What are you talking about?
Hey, Chad.
Where's Butler?
Hey, Chad, Rob, got a man? For a man. Let me know. You got a man?
You got a bitch?
I'm asking you a question.
Got a bitch?
You gonna answer a question with a question? All right. I mean, yeah, you got a man.
You got a bitch?
Whatever happened to Yahweh? Remember she was crying about Yahweh?
Oh, my bad. Huh?
No way, let go.
I forgot
She
you had
is
a man and
so
shit.
happy.
I was trying to strike shit. I was trying to strike shit.
I LL. Put a bitch on a flight. First class down. Hold on, DJ. Hold on, DJ. Hold on. Use my hand. Hold on, DJ. Go positive real fast. Hey. Positive real fast. Can I get a water? Can I get a water to the fish? Can I get a water? You got one? I'm not dealing with her. They're hungry. When I say blue face, y'all say baby. Blue face, blue face, blue face, blue face, blue face, blue face. If there's any golden retrievers in this motherfucker, make some noise. Alright. Bring it up! What? Okay, listen.
Wait, because they got pulled over by the cops.
You treat everybody like shit because you're not with the person you want to be with, and that's fine. You know why? Because, I'm just praying for you. Like, I'm going to get her. The only thing you do is, like, okay, fake this on the baby, but I know that's a crowd for help because I'm not making I'm not making the effort to like put the baby in a position where you like, you know, like I'm being a little,
Yeah, he is
I start
heavily
being a little
pressured.
bitter because I'm worried about my mental health, but then your mental health, like long story short, it's just a messed up situation. I can't really speak on it, but I'm sorry, you know, I'm sorry and I love you and I want to figure out the solution for that situation because I love you for real. Like what, you know who we is? We bigger than Jay and Beyonce, and no shade to them. We love them, but you know
Did
this.
you know her?
Or you don't agree?
Clock that
You
T.
don't agree?
Clock that T.
You don't agree?
You are spitting right now.
Everybody like shit because you're not with the person you want to be with, and that's fine. You know why? Because you know I'm just praying for you. Like I'm gonna get him. You know. The only thing you do is like, okay, fake this on the baby, but I know that's a cry out for help because I'm not making the effort to like put the baby in a position where you like, you know, like I start being a little bitter because I'm worried about my mental health, but then your mental health, like long story short, it's just a messed up situation. I can't really speak on it, but I'm sorry, you know, I'm sorry and I love you and I want to figure out
What
the
are you
solution
apologizing
for that
for?
situation because I love you.
Oh, and this bitch is mad.
You want to because you want to be so fucking messy, right? Tell them why.
I'm saying
It's fine. How am I popping it? I've never said. What did I say? What did I say?
No, you don't need nothing. I know you don't ask for nothing.
I didn't ask you for nothing. I didn't ask you for anything.
Stupid.
I still haven't asked you.
So why about I give it to you?
Oh, and then he said he missed this little badass little girl birthday too.
Why'd you give it to me? Why'd you give it to me? Because you're a weird ass nigga. You're a loose ass nigga. No, you're a loose ass nigga. He handed me his phone. I'm gonna tell you exactly what happened. He handed me his phone. And he over here sending thousands of dollars. And I said, oh, if you send thousands of dollars, you might want to send that my way because I'm your baby mama. So you might want to actually, for babies that are actually here, you might want to send that my fucking way because I'm.
Well, why are you talking about you ain't asked for nothing? What kind of stupid shit is that, bitch?
I'm real cool. I don't need you for shit. He's been here months and months and months.
I don't like her because she thinks she better than all the other girls, and she's not. And he's playing in your face just like he's playing in everybody else's face. And ever since that video came out of you sucking whoever off, he been fucking with you.
I have paid my own rent, my own shit, my own everything. He has not given me shit. He comes over to my house, eats my fucking pork chops. Okay? So I have not asked him for shit. But don't be handing me your phone trying to find an email for me. Like you set me up. You wanted me to see that. You wanted me to see your little
He
cash
is
app.
really mad.
You don't miss me?
Why'd you ask that?
I miss you. That's fine. Down sir. Good looking Tuski. You don't miss me?
Nivea reflected. Let's see. She's so pitiful.
Change it all around. So I'm gonna let my soul talk to me. I'm not gonna continue to be a dumb bitch and be like, oh yeah, he loves me. This is clearly not love. I don't know what the fuck this is. I don't know what the fuck this is. But I'm staying patient. Staying down. Figure it out.
That's a shame.
Figure it out. Figure it out. When you love somebody, you love them. But I don't know how long it's gonna last. But why me? So
And she like in the most vulnerable position. She can't do shit.
don't we like married technically?
Oh,
It's crazy. Y'all like, we like married technically. All right, I'm gonna keep that to myself. They ain't ready for that.
Hey, yeah.
I don't love the shit that
why does the volume keep going down?
What's the difference? This coin's starting to get small around this bitch. The love is starting to get less. Yeah. And you know it's crazy. Y'all like, we like married technically. All right, I'll keep that to myself. They ain't ready for that.
Krishan, you gonna be crying the blues soon. Blueface tells his baby mama, who's due to give birth in 24 hours, that she has to accept the fact that he loves her both and Krishan.
Stupid. You got her and you got her. Yeah, we got both these bitches and they not going nowhere. Cécred. Stop asking me questions. So you just don't care? No, Cécred. So you're just gonna keep doing this? Yes, Cécred. He gonna be like, he gonna be like, ma'am, I can't help you with this one.
Leave him. You can't beat him.
She just fuck around and try to get up on you for putting him up on me. Like, why would you put us up on this man? This is the easiest case ever. We literally caught him at the gas station getting some head. Literally, just in front of everyone.
What the fuck?
So, you know, they gonna be like, damn. I know he was doing it, but I didn't know he was doing it like that. You got her and you got her. Yeah, we got both these bitches and they not going nowhere. Cécred. Stop asking me questions. So you just don't care? No, Cécred. So you're just gonna keep doing this? Yes, Cécred. He gonna be like, he gonna be like, ma'am, I can't help you with this one.
Leave him. You can't beat him.
She just fuck around and try to.
What are you throwing that in my face for if I never came here saying you're fucking on bitches?
You want the motherfucker that's gonna play behind your back or play in your face? Which one?
If that makes you
I'll
feel
take the
good,
motherfucker that's gonna play in my face
if
for
that makes you
2,000.
feel good,
Which one do you want?
if that makes you feel good,
I'm asking you a question.
feelings matter. That's all that matters in this world. I don't matter, so that's all that I'm getting out of this.
And then here's the
Get up on you for putting him up on me. Like, why would you put us up on this man?
He really like deadbeats. I'm with mine 24/7. Ain't never put mine to the side. And if they claiming mine, I ain't never with him. I ain't gliding with him, sliding with him. Ain't none of that. Kissing on him, touching him, none of that. You heard me? None of that. Yeah, he looks genuinely happy with her. He ain't genuinely happy with a motherfucker that he's doing this to the whole time to stay the out the camera view. Let's be real. Like, what the you got me in the look for? What the you got me in this motherfucker for? Be with your wife and your son. Am I around in this motherfucker for? Let dirty and dirty have themselves. I don't at this point because it's giving that. I'm always talking about some holy. These hypocrites. He's so evil. Why the fuck you in his face? It don't make sense to me. You gonna call your everybody evil? No, I'm talking about that's calling this evil 24/7, but in his face was so holy. Oh, okay. I'm tired of these bitches. And I ain't cleaning shit no more. It's like I'm done.
No. They want your place. She's all begging for her family back, but you're here settled in.
You right. They're begging for their family back.
I'm going to come back to this. Let me blow dry my hair real quick. Let's just listen to this real quick. Unless y'all want to listen to something else.
Some other bullshit. What I was not expecting was her descend into baptism. And I didn't realize that was the plan until I started watching after the show, little things where they talk with the creators, and they were like, this is the first sign that she's being gripped with paranoia and that everything's going to go badly for her. And I was like, what? Why are you doing that? No, stop it.
Well, I figured things were going to go badly because I watched that same after show that you did. And I mean, it's the HBO one.
Yeah.
And when they said she cut her finger on the chair, and that was, we know what happened to her father. And so I was thinking, oh God, now we're going to have to watch her rot. I don't want to watch another person rot on TV. Please don't. And especially Ray. I love her.
I know. I was like, I felt like it was the first time I really understood the betrayal that people felt in Game of Thrones when Daenerys went and burned down the whole city. Because, as I've said many times, as you all probably can tell by the things I say sometimes, is that I did not watch Game of Thrones from the beginning the way everyone else did. I binged the whole show leading up to the final season, like the final half of the final season. And so for me, I watched it all at once, and it was a very different experience than spending 8 or 9 years, you know, watching the show and then spending 9 or 10 months talking about it, making, you know, getting invested in different characters and yada, yada, yada. So I think a lot of people who are on that like multi-year journey, by the time Daenerys like lost her mind and torched King's Landing, it felt like a huge betrayal. And to me, I was like, oh, it's just another twist in the show. Whereas this time with Ray Ray, I feel the betrayal. I feel the character betrayal. And like there have been people online who are like, yes, we love that she's in her bad bitch era. Yes, she just sold her enemies. This, I'm going to do it. But in my mind, I'm like, no, I like what she stood for. No, she's in her incompetent era. That's what she's in.
Girl, she can't even put on her eyeliner. She does it vertically in between her two eyes, like a, you know, one of those creepy old clown dolls or like a Joker on a card.
Yeah.
You know, what are you doing?
Like the lips.
No.
Well, that's Mazeria clearly did her makeup too. She's like, okay, Linda, you do my makeup today. Linda's like, okay, do I do it like this? Like, fine, it'll just be my look. Just gotta sell it.
Well, they've been giving us Rhaenyra as a terrible leader the whole season, but that's kind of normal on this show because everyone just is like, oh, I want the job. Then they get the job sucks, you know, and then we have to watch them kind of adjust to the job. And so it was kind of a workplace adjustment type thing. So I was with you. I don't know the end. I haven't looked at the book spoilers and all of that. So yeah, I don't know. I mean, I have little clues because people do spoil little things here and there. But I didn't know that it was going to go this bad and that Ray was going to be fucking at fault.
I know. I mean, it's weird. I think that coming into the entire series, I believe we knew that this was going to be showing the downfall of the Targaryens, right? Like this is what happened to all the dragons. This is what happened to the Targaryens, why there's so few of them left. So we knew it was gonna go down in a bad way. But what I did not anticipate was Ray becoming corrupted herself. And I guess for me, the reason why it bothers me is that I guess I just didn't see why I don't see why she's corrupted. You know, she's been around power her whole life. I know there's this prophecy, but the prophecy was never like a thing that she was so dogmatic before when she was on Dragonstone. She led at Dragonstone. She was fine leading. I don't know. I feel like she came into here and into King's Landing and she was like, her first instincts were really good. You know, she fed rats to all the rich people. She handed out sandwiches, things like that. And then all of a sudden she just stopped doing that. And I guess for me, I'm like, I feel like she pivoted towards the dark side mainly because the writers were like, we got to have her pivot towards the dark side. It serves our larger story. And I don't feel like I understand truly why she had to. The only explanation I can come up with is, quite frankly, Daemon. I think Daemon's a bad influence. I'll just say it. People love Daemon. I don't love Daemon. I think he's a dick. I think he's a bad influence. And I think he is the one who's corrupted her more than the throne. There, I said it.
Well, yeah. I mean, first, everything has been based on the prophecy. Every move that she's made, because she thinks that that's the prophecy and she has to do it or the world is going to end or whatever. I like how they explained it in the after show, and Mazeria, of all people, explained it so well when she was like, she had to make a choice at that point. She finds out Aegon is alive, so now all the religions turned against her, and she had to choose between Mazeria's advice, and Daemon's advice, and so she chose Daemon, and that's what Daemon. You know, if you're going to choose Team Daemon, it's burn it all to the ground and rule with force, and so she made that.
She chose masculinity. You know, because when she says on the steps, like, I'm the prince that was promised, she's basically saying in that moment, like when she says I'm the prince, she really has pushed away femininity, right? Like that's her lady lover. Mazeria is the woman of the council, as well as I mean, there's also the other lady, but she basically is leading into masculinity, force, power, and it's a terrible choice, as it often is in life. Leading into masculinity leads to terrible things for our world.
You know, it's like a leader who just wants to be boss, but they don't really want the job. And she never really had her own identity in it, because when she was doing the things that you liked, giving the bread to the people, well, I mean, we all liked, you know, feeding the rats to the rich, that was Mazeria's, influence, you know?
Yes.
And then this other stuff is the Damon influence. And so she never really had her own thing. She hasn't known what the fuck to do that whole time. And every time they have a meeting, you know, they're like, here's the problems with the poor people. Here's the problems with the rich people. Here's the problems with the donkeys. Here's the problem with the rats. She's like, where's Egon? Where's Aemond? Where are, you know, that's all she thinks about is like fighting with her brothers and sisters and winning that stupid fight. She doesn't really care about all the rest of the governing part, which, man, it just sucks because we saw Ray Ray since she was a little girl, and I don't know, it's like you're rooting for her, and it's like, girl, no. Even her own kid, like she finally spends time with that damn kid.
Joffrey finally wakes up.
He's like, I don't even know you. What do you? I mean, what a way to spend time with your mother for the first time, you know,
Seriously.
on her way to kill the Pope and then give a crazy babbling speech to a bunch of people about some prophecy nobody's ever heard of. It's like the biggest
in a
secret
language
that
they
you've
can't
been
speak.
keeping. Yes, you've been keeping the secret for like ever. And then suddenly you're just blabbing it out to everybody. And then you change into a different language. They don't have captions. No one knows what you're saying.
They don't know.
Lady. And then
They
you're
don't know.
wearing
They don't
metal.
like it.
You're wearing like a chainmail habit. Like what?
I know. But I did like that she sort of took action because she has been sort of floundering all season. I actually kind of feel bad for the actress who just really hasn't had anything to do. She's just been stuck in the small council room. And I love the small council back and forths every season and every show, like Game of Thrones, this one. But she really has just had nothing to do. And she's just been waffling all season. And it's been sort of upsetting because she never waffled. She was always so steadfast and so clear about what to do, what her intentions were. I guess that's where I felt like this part of the story was lacking for me, is that, like, you know, she believed in the prophecy, but like, why now did she start to waffle so much? Why was she so all of a sudden not a woman of action anymore? And I think
She's
it's because Damon
waffled the
got
whole
into her
time.
head.
I think she's not known what to do the entire time. Yeah, she's listening to this person, listening to that person, and she's been dealing with her own personal traumas the whole time that's taken her whole brain. It's like we saw her giving birth, and then Allison being such a monster to her during that, and then fighting, Alicent and the dad, and then losing her kids. And then, I mean, she's had a lot to do as an actor. I mean, this whole thing has been grieving, and I mean, to the point where this time it opens with her bursting and sobbing and being, ah! And I was like, for Christ's sake.
Yeah.
Pull it
This is
together. I mean, I started off the episode like,
for her.
come on, man.
Yeah. I guess it just feels like in the past seasons, she would have some waffling, but then she would have like a clarity of what to do, or there'd be like bureaucrats on the small council being like, you can't do that. You shouldn't do that. And she's like, you know what? Fuck you all. I'm going to follow my instinct and do this. And she flinched. And I guess they're trying to say like, well, it's one thing to rule from Dragonstone, but to rule the kingdom is much harder. But I'm like, but she's been here before. She grew up around this. I don't know. Like, I guess I just wasn't totally sold, or maybe I just am resistant to her going to the dark side. But it is the inevitability of it. I accept it. It's not a huge issue for me. I just am like, I mourn it. I mourn the Ray we love and trust, and like of all the terrible things.
It makes all the Daenerys stuff make a lot more sense too.
Yeah.
In context of the history and what happens when you have all that power and you're just like, well, fuck it. Then I'll just burn everybody down. It's like, fuck these people. It's like Ulf on the dragon.
Yeah.
When he goes bonkers at the end, it's just like, fuck you and fuck you too.
That's probably why they gave it to Bran at the end. They're like, we'll just give it to Bran. He's so boring. Even if he gets corrupted, he's really not going to do much. Let's be honest.
Yeah, that ending made a lot more sense as time went on, and you just kind of look at how politics works. It's like, sometimes that is the best, just because the flashiest, most entertaining don't necessarily lead us down the right roads. Sometimes you just need a boring man who can see through the eyes of a wolf.
That's right. Well, why don't we get into it? So, so it begins with Orwell rushing through the Red Keep with an urgent message, which is pretty much his role on this show, is to sort of get places urgently. And he's like, I must see the queen. So he goes in and he's like, Your Grace, So she wakes her up, and then now she rushes into Damon's room, and now she's a mess. Like, oh my God, he's alive. He's risen. Hey God, Sunfire, they're alive. They're alive. They're awake. They're alive. Oh my God, it's terrible. He's like, what? What are you talking about?
Just how Damon is always looking at her like, oh, come on. He's never fazed by anything. And she's like, Aegon burned the Ocean Rook's Rest, and then I don't even know where he is now. And then now everybody's like, all the religious people think that it's a sign that he's the king. What am I supposed to do? What the fuck am I supposed to do? He's like, oh, for Christ's sake, get it together. We have nuclear weapons. Do you understand? Blow everybody up. We are the blood of old Valyria. This is good old fashioned, like blonde supremacy.
I mean, they're just these small folk. Their minds are just so supple. I mean, they're so bendable. What? Someone dies and their dragon dies. They somehow magically become resurrected. Like, oh, it's a sign of something. I mean, please. It's a pretty good sign, I have to say. The resurrection of a dragon that has yet to be explained, I think that's like literally a great sign for who should go on the throne. Like, isn't it weird that we're rooting for Aegon now? How did that
I'm not
happen?
rooting for Aegon either. I mean, that's kind of the thing with this show is it's like watching The Valley on Bravo, where you just can't root for anybody. They're all terrible. Okay.
But
there's no,
I think I said this last week.
You just have to enjoy it, them being horrible.
But I think I said this last week that it is like a reality show, right? Where it's like, oh, Ray's having a bad edit this season, But like Aegon is actually, he was always the villain, but this season he's had like a good redemption arc. It really is such a parallel to watching Bravo.
Yeah. And he sucked too. I mean, he sucked as a leader too. Like none of these people
he's grown up now.
Want the job, for Christ's sake.
Look, he kissed poop on a shoe. He's grown up. He just needed some time to ripen. That's it. He was an entitled prick, but now his dick's been burned off, and he's lost his good looks, and he's just had to suffer through the woods listening to Laris of all people, and had to do manual labor. He's grown up. He's seen things. He understands. I think he'd be great.
He's fucking terrible. He's still terrible.
I say put him back on the throne. Why not? Let's do it.
So then Ray does what most of us do and just start blaming our parents. When anything goes wrong. It's like, another stoplight. Thanks a lot, Dad. But she's like, fucking Viserys, he put me out. His fucking prophecy has tested me again and again. And then they switch over to High Valyrian because they can. Okay.
It's important.
They're like,
yeah.
Now you listen to me.
He's like, this is your test. Now, the moment you rise, the only quality the realm understands is strength. You have always known this. And she's like, set a watch for Aegon's dragons and have Hugh take post outside the dragon pit with Vermithor. You will proceed with the attack on Dumbledon. Go house to house. Root out every high tower. The realm is watching. Do not make a monster of me. Well, weren't they going to do that anyway? Weren't they going to go house to house? I mean, like, it's cool that you're like telling him to do this, but they were going to do that. So
yeah,
also Hugh.
I thought that was the plan anyway, but this was also why it was surprising kind of how this episode unfolded, because she's like, okay, I'm pissed, but still keep it peaceful. Just get them out of there, but still don't burn people down. Okay. Don't make a monster of me.
Yeah. So, and she's like, yeah, because once Ormond and Darren are dead, like, then I'll be able to really go after Aegon. But then she'd like leave. She's like, I'm mad. And as she's walking out the hallway, Bela's there, and Bela's like, Your Grace, have plans been laid for the sea snake's rescue? Are you going to save him? Are you gonna? We all like him. Can we save him from Dumbledon before you do any of this stuff? And she's like, your father will search Dumbledon for the sea snake once the town has been reclaimed. She's like,
see, this is where Ray just falls off again. Listen, you're going to Tumbleton anyway. That is where her dad or her grandfather is. All you have to say is, yes, I'm sending people to Tumbledon right now to fight. And we're going to get your dad back. Why do you need to be like, your dad's not important enough? We're going to go sack the town. And maybe if he's alive, we'll bring him back. Like, come on, you're already doing the work to go to that damn Tumbledon, lady.
Or just lie. Like, you're willing to kill the Pope later, so just tell a little lie. Be like, oh, absolutely. Before we go in there, we're going to send someone in and pluck your father out, who actually shouldn't have been in the field in the first place and got himself captured. But that's okay. I'm not mad about that at all. And Bela could have been like, okay, great. And then she'd be like, okay. And be like, whatever, I'm not going to do that. But she is very, very honest. And so Ray is like, well, you and Adadam are needed to guard the city if indeed these rumors are true and Sunfire was allowed to live.
And she's like, but Corlys is your hand. Like, he's your oldest ally. You have to save him. And she's like, well, I do not wish him ill, but he made his choice and we must now pay its price. Again,
and then she's like, but it's your fault.
So badly. You know, it's not that she's not even trained to be queen. She's not even trained in basic customer service, you know?
No. Yeah. She's not trained in politics, which is to be like, well, you know, our thoughts and prayers are with Bayless, and if we can help him, we will. And unfortunately, this is more of a mental health issue than anything else. And we just hope for the best. Just say something like that. And Bela could be like, why do you keep on saying thoughts and prayers? She's like, because I don't want to tell you what I really think about the situation, which is I want to let him die. So Bela is like, well, guess what? This is all your fault. And Lord Corlys was out there to be taken because of you. This is you. You brought this all on.
She's got some nerve, though, Bela, too. Like, you just locked this woman. You just locked the queen in her chambers so that she couldn't go fight. And then you went with her son, who ended up getting killed in the fight, by your sister. Like, are you really going to bitch at me right now? Seriously?
I know, exactly. And she's like, it's, you know, this is how you've always treated those who serve you. Adadem and I have labored without rest over countless sorties in search of your enemy, only to be repaid in your anger. She's like, yeah, my son died and you were complicit in that. She's like, well, this is because your sorties have yielded nothing, while my enemies have been allowed to muster their strength. You're on a dragon. You're in the sky and you can't find the biggest dragon in the sky. Have you looked at the horizon? Have you looked at the clouds? Do you ever think, oh, that dark cloud is actually a dragon because it's breathing fire? What is wrong with your sorties?
And she's like, and my sister, look how you're treating my sister. Poor thing. She's in there depressed because of you. Your sister took sheep stealer and then helped bring about her son's death. Like, Bela, pull the car over. You know, at this point, it's like, just pull the car over. We are having a talk.
By the way, I'm really glad to see that Bela love triangle went nowhere for no reason. Like, why did they even introduce that? They're like, oh, she made out with what's his face, and then Adadem was like, I like you. Oh, but you like my brother. And then it's like, what will happen? And as it turns out, the answer is nothing.
Yeah, they'll get there next year. That was a seed planted for next year, I think. Oh, it'll happen. Not next year, but in a decade or 20 years, whenever the final season comes out, they'll be like, oh,
it's time for a commercial. It's time for a Crappens commercial.
This episode is supported by FX's The Shards, a seductive drama
trade bag. So you can basically turn the
INCE.com. Yeah. Rhaenyra.
That's why. And so then Rhaenyra is like, ah. So she grabs her face. She goes, insolent child, I should not blame you for it truly. Insolence runs in your blood, as your sister lately has reminded us.
Yeah. Rhaenyra, you're not wrong, but you're also pissing off a lot of people with dragons. We're supposed to be on your side.
A lot of people.
Come on, Rhaenyra. So then we go to Alan, and he is speaking with Corlys's men, and he's like, okay, we have to go secure King's Landing. And they're like, yeah, but then won't Corlys die if we don't go in there and save him? He's like, well, he brought this on himself. He knew of his risks and his adventures. He'd want us to appraise Valyrian honor. And they're like, yeah, who are you to say what Corlys wants? And he's like, how dare you? I'm his eldest living son and named successor. I was on a really good sci-fi show before this. Do not mess with me.
I'm your once and future Lord of the Tides. Oh my God. So you know Barbara? Can I get an autograph? No, not Prince of Tides, Lord of the Tides. Oh, never mind.
Yeah. I'll tell you, I've never had a stain taken out more easily. I will bow to you. Not tied.
I think you know, I think we would have actually been a little bit more motivated if we knew Nick Nolte was involved in this. Okay. All right. What do you need to hear from me to get you excited? Can you just say Lowenstein? Lowenstein! Lowenstein! Thank you.
Stop calling me Mr. Loman. So we go to Tumbleton, and Darren, and Ormond are there. And Ormond's like, oh, look at this. Remarkable, right? Well, you must be made a knight before you can be crowned King. Neil, Darren Targaryen, you will be made a knight right now. Do you promise to never have any stinky things around me? Okay, good. Do you also promise that if my paws are full of goo, you will help squeeze them because we don't have mirrors yet?
Sure, I swear it.
Will you wax my butthole?
Could I get back to you on that one?
Okay, you are a knight. That was not in there. That was not in there. It's extra credit.
Darren the Darang. So I thought it was funny that the knighting ceremony is like a British knighting ceremony. I mean, obviously they take a lot of stuff from like British culture, but I was like, that's blatantly just British knighting right there. I feel like since it's a fantasy land, they should have had some other like ritual that's like, I don't know, different. Just a little commentary.
Take a booger from your nose and turn it into a little ball and get it through my 2 fingers made into a goalie. You can be a knight.
Yeah, exactly.
I actually had to rewind this part and put on the captions because I'm just I'm a dingling, but I thought he said, all right, then rise a knight. Sir Darren the Darren. I was like, okay, come on now.
Darren the Darren.
Darren the Darren, you can do better than that. But it's Darren the Darren.
I had my captions on the whole time because I missed so much. So now Ulf is in a tavern, and he's like, all right, everyone. Queen of Bastards armies at the gates, and leading them to slaughter would be your uncle. No, her lover. No, her husband. It's Daemon fucking Targaryen. Oh, yeah. Of course, he's got a fucking dragon, but he's not going to use it. And like, how do you know? Because his lady wife, the queen, won't let him because Rhaenyra's got Daemon on a short leash like a bitch in a kennel. Another tale for the Dragon Lord. The rogue prince was seen quake before the mighty and terrible Lord of the Wild.
Yeah, so like, he's just... It's one of those like, wow, the townspeople just gathered around someone swinging a beer around and laughing at everything. At least it wasn't another song.
I know. It took me right back to when they were singing songs and like the Rivermen were singing songs at the beginning of the season. I'm like, ugh. They really don't know how to write these like commoner scenes. They're always like so school playish. Like, all right, everybody, let's gather around for a tale because Elf is going to tell us the tale of the king and his bitch wife. I'm like, okay. I feel like the commoners don't talk like this.
Yeah, the commoners are always idiots on these shows. You know, they're just like, we're dumb, but we have a beer and someone's telling us to laugh, so we're all going to laugh. You think, God, people aren't really like that. And then you watch a political rally on TV. Like,
I know. I'm like, did you not remember the UFC fight on the on the White House lawn? I have to say, I did actually think last season when Ulf was in the tavern and he had his like drinking buddies, that was like, I like that. That was like more realistic of like what I imagine, you know, the small folk at leisure would be doing. But like this scene was very much like, I felt like he was about to start singing Mary Poppins or something.
Yeah, he was doing his roast in the pub. I like he's just standing and everybody's standing kind of around him, just swinging a beer back and forth. Everybody's like an extra on the ride at Disneyland, the Pirates of the Caribbean.
Yes.
Where they're just on tracks running around with their arms waving like, ah.
It does feel like it's like teeing up like Master of the House or something, like some musical number, you know, about like people don't realize the work we put in to make our pies, something like that, you know, just like, okay.
Okay, so now we go back to King's Landing and Alinda, the Rhaenyra's personal maid lady, comes in. And she's like, it's Princess Helena. She's not taking food. And everyone's worried for her health, especially for the babe in her belly. So she's like, sir, okay, whatever. Summon Sir Alan. I will have a full escort to the Grand Sept. Also, get whoever recycles Diet Coke cans and have them make me a finale outfit. Extremely important.
But do save one Diet Coke because I just love it. I love it. Just one, and then we can add it to the dress afterwards. I just will need it right before I walk over there. And Linda's like, "Oh, at once, Your Grace, will that be all?" She goes, "No." So then we cut to Missouria's private office quarters, and she's just sitting there, just doing Missouri things. I don't know what she does when she's just hanging out there in her room. And then the guards walk in.
She's always like, I imagine that she's always just steamed a new white outfit because she's got so many like pretty white outfits. So she's just steamed, and then Alinda comes in. She's like, awkward. Yeah. Guys, just go ahead, start packing her stapler and her hole puncher into boxes. Yeah, you've been fired. I'm so sorry. You will be rich. She's going to give you lots of rich. You're going to be taken to where Essos, something like that. Pentos. Sorry, got him confused. You're going to have so much money. You don't have money to offer me? What are you firing me with all your non-gold?
Yeah. No, you're going to love it in Pentos. I mean, look, what happens if you add a U and an E to Pentos? It becomes Penthouse. That is where you will be living. You're just going to love it.
This side is a little bit more sleeker than this side because I wet this side a little bit. I just raw dog this one dry. But I guess it don't matter. I'm not going to wet it because I'm going to straighten it. It's not going to matter. It might, but I haven't clipped my ends since, look at that, since I had braids, probably like before that. So I'm going to cut like, probably like this much off. Yeah. I forgot I had them stupid braids on. Looks healthy from here up. Not down here. All my layers all messed up. You can tell like it's a little I really didn't feel like all of that, but my bangs finally grew out. I gotta get my cape.
Love it. Yeah, can you just like get that? You know what? Leave the lamp. She doesn't get to have the lamp. Just whatever trinkets you can find.
Especially my bang.
It's just that your role has been eliminated, and we really appreciate your work here. And you'll have a parting gift. And thank you so much.
Whoa. Not the coffee, Nate. Not the coffee.
Give me a piece of chicken.
Okay, those are property of the castle. So sorry.
Unfortunately, those big pens, we will need those back. You can't take those.
Yeah, but customers can even take these pens. Yeah, well, you're not a customer. You're fired. Okay, so put the branded pen back down on the branded notepad by your bed. Okay, you are out.
And Missouria's like, what? But why? And Alinda's like, I don't understand either. I don't know what's going on. So then
we go to Helena being escorted. She's being.
Do y'all want to watch? Did y'all watch Cape Fear yet? Wait, I need my cup downstairs. Do I have a cup up here? You have to cut your hair off to get it to grow. You see, remember these plants right here? Especially these over here? Remember I chopped the hell out of them and it was only like a little piece. Now look at them. Look how they're flourishing. You have to cut it off. Cut it off. And it'll come back better than ever. You have to cut it. You must. We must increase our buzz. It's better. It's better. It's better for our sweater. We may get big someday. Did y'all used to say that in grade school? You could tell I went to school with white kids. We must. And we would do like this. Wait a minute, I got something in my hand. We used to go like this. Oops, yeah, we just again. We should be like this. We must increase our bust. It's better, it's better, it's better for our sweater. We may get big someday. Oh, you did that too? Oh, this best down. I don't know if you heard me, but you could really see my dead end in this light. That looks terrible. But it looks worse than what it is because of my layers. She just wanted a piece of chicken. I wasted all the strawberry. I wasted when I was sick. When I just went to sleep. I forgot to freeze my fish. I forgot to freeze my chicken. I lost a whole pack of chicken wings. I lost about 20 pieces of fish. Um, my strawberries I had cut up for the strawberry shortcake. Don't even talk to me about it. Yeah, it looks bad in this light, don't it? And my dear friend Kenny, my hairdresser, only person I will let do my hair, he's no longer with us. He would always be like, your hair is like a plant. You have to cut it. Stop trying to hold on to this dead end and just cut it. I was like, all right. And then, but he used to know how to cut his ass off. I mean, like, really cut hair, not just trim it. And how these girls be playing in people's hair now. They don't know what the hell they doing. I guess that's why I'm losing so much weight. All I eat is grilled chicken breasts, even though I use olive oil and butter. I got some broccoli in there, but I'm not doing all that. I'm just eating the 2 little pieces of chicken because I need to eat something. I'm gonna drink some cranberry apple. You had to throw out. Yes, I did. I threw it out tonight because it's trash day. Yes, I did. And I want to update my menu. I guess we could talk about that later or like tomorrow. Tomorrow's Thursday. Well, I guess we need to talk about it today because Thursday I want to start prepping. People ask me for turkey. Ooh, my hair looks terrible. But you know what? This is also sacred too. When I wash my hair with my stuff, I really should have did one of my treatments, but it's so old. I feel like I need to figure out how long it can last in the refrigerator. Because I swear the last time I put it on my hair, it might have been old, like some old when I had my scalp was itching. Maybe that was the, you know. But I did a hot oil treatment. With the way this is looking, now this might just be from the braids because it's looking like this. But no, I did a hot oil treatment. And it shouldn't be looking like this. So, I'm going to have to put some oil. I don't like the way this is looking. And this is my second time trying Cécred and not being impressed by it at all. Now, I want to try Cardi B stuff. Grow Good. That mask she has. That looks... I've seen a couple people try it and it looks good. And y'all know I don't see it for her, but give props what they do. Not feeling... Well, I'll wait to the finished product before I say what I'm not feeling. No chicken hot. Hot enough. Y'all have to watch Cape Fear. Should I put something else on? Because Cape Fear is like 9 episodes. But it's good, bitch. I think Martin Scorsese directed it, and I think Robert De Niro might have something to do with it. And it's got a lot of heavy hitters in it. What else? I think a trailer for The Gilded Age came out. Season 4. That old man show. Love, I can't wait for Love and Marriage to come on because Ariana gonna be giving them the business, especially Kimmy and Tisha and Destiny because Destiny likes Martell. You see, she already said something about Destiny's son, and I've been waiting for this. I feel like Ariana should have been on from not day 1, maybe day 2. Because y'all was perpetrating a fraud. Melody, you knew this girl was a part of your marriage. You was trying to portray this picture perfect image. And I'm glad that they exposed you. Now you mad at Carlos and now you want to sue. So now Carlos can bring Ariana on. See how that worked out? Alright, hold on. Let's see what The Gilded Age is giving. Of course, y'all cannot see. HBO Max.
I'm actually more excited about this season than I've been.
Doesn't it sound like a thong song?
I'm actually more excited about this season than I've been of any of the seasons.
The stakes continue to heighten.
And there's going to be some consequences.
The world is expanding.
I've made an appointment for you with one of the finest hairstylists. Perhaps I should put that woman in her place.
There are marriages on the rocks.
They're trying to figure out how they can find their way back to each other.
Everything Bertha has built is thrust into a very precarious position.
There are really startling plot developments.
Things have changed. Keep up.
If I could describe this season, sexy,
Ruthless,
Juicy.
fabulous,
Thrilling. The gloves are coming off.
high octane, bustle breaking.
It's a new page for the Gilded Age for sure.
Can't wait to spill the tea.
That was a sucky trailer. Wait, I saw something that was 9 minutes.
30 minutes to get her out the dress. Where's the dress? We have no more time.
We watched that episode of Project Runway where Law was fighting with Tyra, and I'm glad he cussing Tyra out. Well, now, what's this?
On the verge of collapse.
I can fix this, believe me.
That's the problem.
Set during one of the biggest periods of economic growth in American history, the Gilded Age follows the ongoing clash between two different families living in 1880s New York City. On one side are the Russells, a wealthy new money family led by the ambitious Bertha Russell, played by Carrie Coon. On the other are the Van Rins, who come from old money and represent the traditional elite that has ruled New York society for generations. From the very beginning, the series has explored how these two families constantly compete for power, respect, and influence, because in that world, money alone was never enough. Social status mattered just as much, and earning acceptance from the city's most powerful families was often even harder than building a fortune. But after another successful season, HBO officially renewed the Gilded Age for season 4 in July 2025, even before season 3 had finished airing, proving just how much confidence the network has in this historical drama. Now, the first official synopsis for season 4 has finally been released, and it gives fans a much better idea of what lies ahead. It looks like Bertha's rise to the top won't come without consequences, because every major victory usually creates a new challenge. After spending years climbing the social ladder and changing the rules of high society, Bertha now has to deal with the fallout from all of her decisions. At the same time, Agnes Van Ryn, played by Christine Baranski, sees an opportunity to fight back and reclaim the influence she believes rightfully belongs to her family. Their rivalry has always been one of the show's strongest storylines, but season 4 looks ready to raise the stakes even further as both women battle for control of New York's elite circles. According to the official description, Bertha may have transformed society, but she paid a heavy price to make it happen. Now the entire Russell family has to live with the consequences of her ambition. Agnes isn't planning to simply watch from the sidelines either. Instead, she recognizes that the balance of power may finally be shifting, so she intends to use every opportunity available to restore her own standing. That means the conflict between these powerful families is far from over, and it could become even more personal than it has been in previous seasons. While those social battles continue, the younger characters are also moving into important new chapters of their lives. Marion Brooke, played by Louisa Jacobson, will continue building a future that's based on her own choices instead of simply following what society expects from her. Over the last few seasons, Marion has slowly become more independent, and season 4 seems ready to continue that journey. Peggy Scott, played by Danae Benton, also faces a different kind of challenge because she's working toward earning acceptance from her future in-laws. Relationships in the Gilded Age have never been simple, especially when family expectations, reputation, and social class are involved. So Peggy's storyline could easily become one of the emotional highlights of the new season. The official synopsis also ends with an interesting warning by saying that in this new era, people need to be careful what they wish for. That simple line hints that several characters may finally achieve the goals they've been chasing for years, although getting everything they wanted could create completely unexpected problems. That's something the Gilded Age has explored many times before because success often comes with sacrifices, and every victory usually changes relationships in ways that nobody sees coming. Season 4 isn't only bringing back familiar faces either. HBO is also expanding the cast with a bunch of new additions while giving a larger role to one existing character. Kelly Curran, who has portrayed Mrs. Enid Winterton, formerly known as Turner since the first season, has officially been promoted to a series regular. That's a major development because Turner has quietly remained an important figure throughout the series, even though she hasn't always been at the center of the story. Her promotion suggests she'll have a much bigger impact on the upcoming season and may become involved in some of its biggest storylines. Along with Curran's promotion, 4 new guest stars have also joined the cast. Jim Gaffigan, Dallas Roberts, Elizabeth Marvel, and Andrew Burnap will also appear during season 4, bringing several fresh characters into the world of the Gilded Age. Each of them seems connected to different parts of the story, so their arrival could significantly expand the show's political and social landscape. Jim Gaffigan will portray Grover Cleveland, the 22nd President of the United States. His appearance introduces a real historical figure into the series, which isn't unusual for the Gilded Age. Cleveland reportedly travels to New York with the goal of strengthening his relationship with the city's elite families. Because politics and wealth were closely connected during this period, his storyline could naturally intersect with the Russells, the Van Rins, and several other influential characters. His arrival also shows that the show's conflicts are beginning to extend beyond private family rivalries and into the broader world of national politics. Dallas Roberts will play Daniel Manning, another real historical figure who served as Secretary of the Treasury under President Grover Cleveland. Manning was already an experienced politician, so his presence could further deepen the political side of the series. The relationship between powerful government officials and New York's wealthy families has always been an interesting part of this era, and season 4 may spend more time exploring those connections as different characters try to increase their influence. Elizabeth Marvel is joining the series as Nurse Virginia Seville, who works at the neighborhood settlement house on the Lower East Side. Unlike many of the wealthy socialites who dominate the series, Virginia represents another side of New York during the Gilded Age. Her role could provide more focus on charitable work and the struggles faced by ordinary people living in the city. Although much of the show centers around lavish parties and expensive mansions, it has never completely ignored the growing social inequality of the time, so her character may help continue exploring that contrast. Andrew Burnap will play Porter, a young gentleman who belongs to high society and comes with both an Ivy League education and plenty of money to invest in promising new opportunities. That decision suggests Porter could quickly become involved with several wealthy families, especially if business investments or social relationships begin overlapping. Because money, reputation, and personal ambition are constantly connected in the Gilded Age, his arrival could create entirely new alliances or rivalries. Of course, the returning cast remains one of the show's biggest strengths. Season 4 will once again feature Morgan Spector as George Russell alongside Carrie Coon, Christine Baranski, Cynthia Nixon, Louisa Jacobson, Danae Benton, Harry Richardson, Blake Ritson, Tysa Formiga, Audra McDonald,
Oh my God. I'm sitting here running my mouth and y'all ain't hear nothing I said. Well, what I was saying was, hey, y'all ain't hear nothing I said. Well, we're getting ready to watch Joe Budden's Crime in America first episode. I was talking about Love and Marriage Huntsville. About how I was saying I got these hairs on my chinny chin that wasn't there earlier when I got out the shower, which was like not too long ago because I just washed my hair. But Arian, I said, I don't know if you were able to read my tweet, but it's been obvious to me. People getting mad at Carlos. I guess they the millimeters. She must be salty that Ariane is coming on the show. But um, it's obvious to me that Destiny and Martell did it. Maybe they was teenagers. Maybe he was still. They was hitting each other off when they got, lonely. Because if you really pay attention, when Destiny, when her husband first left her and she ain't had no money, and her business went south, y'all remember who office she was in looking for handouts, right? Oh, gotcha. She was in. Why can't you see my picture? What the hell's going on? She was in Maurice and Kimmy office. And that's after Melody gave her $5,000 or $7,000 to help her pay her bills. Maybe she was doing them both. Because Melody, didn't she get on her knees in front of was Destiny in the limo when Melody got on her knees, allegedly? The end is near remark.
What's good, Elevators? It's your boy Elevation here with another episode of the JBP Elevated, where we speak on the Joe Budden podcast and all of his wish. And episode 1,000, everything of it.
What is this boy talking about? The end is near. She's about to be. She is. And on the preview, you can see. I'm not calling that girl coleslaw. Ariane came at Destiny's neck about her son. Now, why would Ariane do that? She got smoked for Destiny. Why? Because she knows something. She know Martell fucked that girl allegedly. She ain't slow. And I ain't slow neither. She came on the show as Martell's friend, which to me was like, huh? And then the way Melody just stepped off from their friendship, that wasn't her friend. And then when Melody and Martell broke up, Destiny was still Martell's friend because that's how she started off with. But you befriended the wife after that. Like, that's against girl code. She just moved. I know females like her. And they sneaky as shit. Because What does Destiny do for money besides the show? I'll wait. Because it seemed like she running through Miss Nell family tree. Like, they not little boys. They don't have no money like that. Melody was paying your bills. You lost your business. You trying to do your real estate thing. You trying to get listings off. You flirting with Kimmy's son. You just throwing that old puss around. And you got the young boys talking about you. Child. Now Martell done bought his girl. And Melody's, I keep calling her Melody. Destiny said something about, oh, it's getting serious. Like, she had like a little stank in her voice. The show doesn't even play that well. You talking about Love and Marriage? I think it's gonna be good with Ariana on here. Cause you know, Maurice, that's why Maurice took a shot and said, my money is on, he fucked her. And he would know. They mad because she did that interview with one of the girls. It's just a mess, and I'm here for it. Ariana is definitely coming to shake the motherfucking table. And Melody, that's what you get. I'm glad Melody is going so this could happen. She should have been on this show. And she seemed like she keep this nigga in check somewhat. She don't be playing with him. And since Melody wanted to sue Carlos, he said, I got your number, bitch. This show could have been so much better so long ago. But Melody just thinks she's just so impressive on her own, like Shamia. And people just want to see her. No, we want to see the mess. Like Shamia, do y'all realize Shamia don't really show anything of her life? Do people realize that? Like Shamia don't even want to touch her baby. Every time she talks about her baby, she talks about her in such a negative. She's gonna be like this forever. It's so hard with all of my nannies and stuff. I still gotta look at this bitch. It's like, that's almost like how she talk about that baby. But Shamia thinks she gonna kick up dirt with everybody. I just keep feeling this hair on my fucking neck. Like one hair. She thinks she gonna kick up mess with everybody and not share her personal life and erase her motherfucking whole facts. Cause she married. Cause Gerald don't want to hear that shit. Most Africans are Muslim. They don't be trying. I'm surprised she be twerking and shit the way she be doing. And you can't tell me. Hold on. Oh, this drives me nuts. I can't get this one little ass fucking hair. I got it. Listen, stubborn sucker. She brought nothing, and she will continue to bring nothing because y'all don't want to hold, not y'all, but her fans don't want to hold her accountable. They don't see the wool being pulled over their eyes. She starts mess, and nobody realizes she's not sharing anything. Like, she tried to call Andy a liar. What the fuck Andy got to lie on you for? She's just kicking up mess. You heard her on the interview say, well, they talking about me, ain't they? That's all she wants, and she'll do it at any cost. She'll say anything, do anything, just so people could talk. She's not showing nothing about Gerald. She keeps rehashing this surrogate bullshit. We don't want to hear this. Bitch, is you pregnant or not? Why can't you have a baby? Why you gotta have a surrogate? At least give us that. Start a charity. You would get the attention that you want if you started a charity, I don't want to give her any ideas, but like get on your Kyle Richards to where as though she had these fabulous white parties and the proceeds donate to Children's Hospital or the Shriners Hospital or whatever it's called, St. Christopher's, whatever the shit is out in LA. Like you don't even have enough gumption to do that. You so fucking worried about Portia. I don't even know how I got on her. I just cannot wait for Ariane to come on Love and Marriage and shake the motherfucking table. Because people get too comfortable on these shows, not sharing. And I hope they could do something like that for Shamia. I want them to find one of Shamia's nemesises, if that's the word, or nemesi. I don't know how you say it. Portia, find one of Shamia's Ghost of Christmas Past, honey. Bring one of Shamia's enemies on the show since she want to play in your motherfucking face. Bring somebody's wife on there who husband she fucked. Or what would irk Shamia's soul? Well, they can't find anybody famous who wants to do the show. Somebody that you know Shamia will give her left titty for and bring them on the show and be friends with them. Or get Nene back on the show, child. That'll kill Shamia. You gotta bring it, Portia, because Shamia is coming. She's coming hard, and she's in turn the fan, a significant part of the fan base against you. And like I said earlier in my tweet, I said, she really feeling herself, and she wasn't even close to the standard for that role. She don't even get asked to watch What Happens Live. She was a hot ass mess. Yeah, and she's broke. I put on here, wait, with the girl, damn, I blocked her. Damn it. Let me unblock her. Angela responded. Damn it, man. Let me see something. Purple rain. Purple rain. Where is this girl that was getting smart with me? Here it is. She said, girl, fuck you and your semantic. I said, and let's tell the truth. Wait, let's tell the truth. Angela never said Shamia slept with George. She asked her if she did because George said it, joking or not. And didn't George say that and he said he was joking? First he tried to act like he didn't say it. Yeah, all her business is out. Are you deaf or deaf and dumb? Just say you hate Angela. That makes more sense at this point. Y'all let all the sneak shit Shamia does slide because you identify with the beta woman who just ain't it despite having it all, according to y'all. Y'all think having a big house and shopping sprees is aspirational, so you stand her, when in all actuality, Shamia is miserable. And let's tell the truth, shall we? Because of my observation, my observation is that unattractive, downtrodden bitches hate Portia. She either represents someone who took your man or you feel inferior to. That's why you want her to suffer. Which one is it for you? And that's when she said, girl, fuck you. And your semantics. George never said he slept with Shamia. I see you lie like Angela. And I said, you thought you ate. You mad as shit. But which one is it though? Thank you. He said he was joking, so Angela was not lying. Yes, it did. Hey, Brittany. Yes, it did. So I don't understand why Angela just shut up and she's so above this and she's so above that. Claudia, you were on there for, I would say, half a season because only people that would film with you was Kenya. When Nene was at the table going blue, didn't Candy sit at the table with them? I don't think she was feeling Claudia like that either. She was just trying too hard. Then you tried to push up on Cordell. You let Kenya play you like that. And now you sitting on YouTube with Carlos fucking King with 3 other people. You don't even have your own YouTube. Or you actually do have your own YouTube show. Nobody cares about it. So you get on Carlos' show, you act a mess. You act a fool because it brings, people hate watch you. And I think Carlos does that because he wants numbers. Carlos was so happy when Portia and K. Michelle was going back and forth, and Portia was like, you let him lead you. No, K. Michelle was like, you let him lead you. And Portia's like, bitch, I ain't new to this. I'm true to this. That's you bitches that let people lead you in this stuff. He was so happy. They didn't mention his name, but that he was being talked about. Claudia is so miserable. She's always almost been that girl. She hates it. Right. Like, you messed up TGIF, and now you messing up Carlos' show. Because the people in the comments are like, they used to like the show until you really started showing your ass this season over Portia. Like, the girl Blue can't even have an opinion without you fucking crying. You literally sat there and cried. I wish I had time to find the episode, but I gotta cut these dead ends off my hair, and it's already 4 o'clock. The sun get ready to come up. And the pod should be out by 6, which means I want to see Joe Budden's Crime in America thing. I wanted to watch Cape Fear, but we'll do that another day. If there's a rewatch or something we need to do we need to rewatch last season with Shamia and Britt Edie? Or do we need to take it all the way back to when Shamia first came on the show? Because the way y'all hate Portia, and now y'all hate Angela because... Yes, please, what? Now y'all hate Angela because she's friends with Portia because she's coming at y'all faves and she's eating their asses up. And Andy was like, girl, the way Angela was reading, yes. And he told Shamia to her face, well, that ain't happening. When she was like, Angela needs to go. Shamia, Andy doesn't like you. I've never seen Andy. Andy always be like, well, at the end of reunion, I hope we can all, what's an intention? Let's set an intention for a group picture. He was like, girl, I know you can make up with everybody except Shamia. Like, bitch, fuck that bitch. Start with last season. I'm halfway through it and the signs are there. Okay, we can do that. We can save the JBP for later. I'm going to have to drop YouTube for that then. Let's see. What is that on? What channel is that? That's on Bravo. I don't have Peacock. Blue. Andy doesn't like Shamia. When the reunion started, answer the most simple question and moved on. All right, let's take a vote. You on Twitter, Lexi? Do y'all want to watch Joe Budden's crime series? It's only a half hour, I think. Let me see. When I tell y'all I can't wait for Ariane to come on Love and Marriage, I know the millimeters are going to be pissed. Matter of fact, let me see what they're saying. Love and Marriage Huntsville. Lock in. I understand Carlos King is the producer and his job has a job to do. Hire Martell's ex to be a part of the show after all the pain and trauma it caused. One of your biggest stars is a bitch. Shut up. Bitter, ugly, nosy, fake, two-faced, bitter, hateful, reptilian, jealous, bitter, spiteful, duplicitous, bitter, bored, mad, frenemy, melody. When did I write that? Damn, 2024. I said that in 2024, child.
Everything that they do affects us. But I think at some point in our lives, we all stand by the people that that we're with. And it's just one of them things. It's a thing where you have to let the system play out. But I'm fine. So it didn't take like no kind of a little bit of an emotional toll, or there's a moment of time where you're like, your head is all over the place, kind of just trying to figure out exactly what happened until you get to know exactly what happened. Was it really the middle of the day? There's just not a comment for me to have. What is public knowledge is public knowledge.
In my opinion, Melody couldn't wait to sabotage everybody else's marriage. Like I said, bitter, ugly, nosy, fake, two-faced, bitter, hateful, reptilian, jealous, bitter, spiteful, duplicitous, bitter, bored, mad, frenemy, melody. Marcel and Mel ain't nothing but Martin and Pam. Huh?
Had me blushing.
And what? No, this is no. He had you blushing and everything?
You said what?
I heard that he was holding you at their celebration and he had you blushing and everything.
Had me blushing.
She like Marcel. Why is it showing all my tweets? Am I the only one commenting on this shit?
Hold on. Martell Melody, hold on, please, hold on.
Okay.
Destiny.
I don't want nothing and don't need nothing. God is my source and has been since I left your dusty ass.
Okay.
I said somebody.
Maurice feels like a failure. His son kicked out of university like that. Marcel losing properties. Chris lost his real estate license. And Martell getting his BM a bag from the dark shadows. Whoa. Martell Holt responded to this comment after the Love and Marriage Huntsville trailer was released. And this is why Melody left, because she knew they were bringing on the woman that destroyed her marriage. Hope she's still getting her EP check like Mariah for Married to Medicine. No, she just didn't want to finally be in the hot seat with her married security guard boyfriend. No, she not getting those EP checks no more. But I am. What is this?
What do you need the oven for?
Pancakes.
You don't cook pancakes in the oven, man. All right, give me a second, man.
Why are you acting like that?
Quit recording.
Move. Oh, no, I got it now. Why are you acting like that?
Quit
recording me. Like, don't be recording me like you gonna put me out on blogs or some shit. Don't fucking record me. Don't record this, okay? Cause you never.
You gonna tap my?
No, chill out. Don't please me.
Don't make things worse.
I will.
Okay.
I will. Call them and get my money moved back to the account.
No, it's our money.
It's split 50-50 like it's supposed to be.
We didn't split the $150,000 50-50. What? Why are you messing our shit up? Don't do that. Stop, man. Don't do this shit.
Today I'm going.
Don't.
Quit acting innocent.
No, I'm saying don't do that.
Quit acting like you have not pushed.
No, do not. You go ruin this furniture.
And I can go. I don't care.
You gonna ruin the furniture. No. Do not put that on.
Oh. Call now. I'm not playing with you about my money.
Took her money.
About me. So just leave me out of it. But at the same time, I had to stand up for what I thought was right in terms of
Millie Chen. I like Millie Chen. All right.
Sheltered in place, and we had to stay home to keep our families.
$600 body butter. Oh, Destiny Dad died. All right, enough of this. Did we decide? I feel like I won't get a strike for showing this.
This episode contains discussion.
I like Millie Chen. I'm starting to get a little tired.
The sun is out on Memorial Day. Michelle Peters is getting ready for a cookout behind her
Let's
home.
just give this a
swimming in
chance.
kiddie pool with her 5-year-old. And then her head turns. A stranger bursts into her house and runs upstairs. He comes back down with her 2-year-old in one hand and a gun in the other. He looks
Already is weird. Why is he looking like that? Can Dick Wolf produce this?
to Michelle Peters and asks her, quote, "Do you trust in God?" I'm Joe Budden, and welcome to Crime in America. Most crime shows start after the stories are over, after they've gone viral or the news cycle has moved on. This show is different. We're following crime stories you've never heard from across the country. And we're doing it with the reporters closest to the cases, the people on the ground and in the communities. Every week, we're going past the headlines to understand what happened, who was affected, and why it matters. Today, we're going to start with a couple of cases that you probably don't know about, but should. Later, we're delving into a case that asks a terrifying question. What happens when DNA could prove the police have the wrong man, but the state still keeps him on death row? First, let's go back to Michelle Peters. Her Memorial Day cookout is about to turn into a 6-hour hostage nightmare. Let's go back to that summer day on May 30th, 2023, to Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. A man named Antonio Hammond bolts from 2 street cops who spot a flash of metal in his pocket. Police say he turns and fires a gun with an empty chamber. They hear the hammer click. No body cameras are rolling. No way to confirm it either. Hammond runs. He finds an open door that just happens to be Peters. After running upstairs, he's now standing in front of her, clutching her toddler. He hands her his own phone and tells her to call 911 and give them the wrong address. He then says, "Start recording. They can't kill me on camera." What follows is 18 minutes of footage that's tough to get through, but take a listen to part of it.
They trying to kill me. My name is Antonio Hammond. They trying to kill me. Don't let no.
I'm not letting the baby touch it. Okay.
Keep it honest.
Please give me my baby.
You're gonna get your baby because I love babies. I love people. I love kids.
Okay, but listen.
But you trusting God. I'm trusting God.
I do. I'm trusting this.
Okay. Do you think God's gonna hurt your baby? I have a baby. I didn't do.
Give me my baby.
I didn't do.
Please.
I didn't do.
Scaring her, please.
She don't know me.
He won't give me my baby. He has a gun.
She don't know me.
He has my baby and a gun. Please give her my baby.
You can feel her desperation and hear his paranoia. For the next 6 hours, Hammonds holds that baby hostage. But he also feeds her, changes her diaper. He even puts her down for a nap. Then comes the standoff. Harrisburg's Crisis Rescue Unit, think SWAT team, sent a drone toward the home. Police say it caught Hammond pressing the gun on the baby's head and then waving the drone off. That image is a description. No video of it exists since no one on the tactical team wore a body cam. 4 officers then stormed the house. This is not to dismiss the bravery of that rescue. They risked their lives. But the one thing that keeps gnawing at me, and this is me talking now, how many times are those body cams nowhere to be found when a black man is in the crosshairs of the cops? And Hammond was indeed in the crosshairs. The officers wrestle Hammond down, and in the struggle, one of them shoots Hammond in the neck, right beneath his jaw, all while he's holding the toddler in his arms. He survives. The toddler is unharmed. But when police carry the girl out, one side of her face is covered in blood. Hammond's blood. Peter's family was never Hammond's target. The door was just unlocked. Hammond went to court last month where he was convicted of kidnapping, burglary, and weapons charges. Hammond said he never aimed at the police and never admitted. None of his interactions with the police were recorded. As Hammond's lawyer said at trial, the only footage that exists is because Hammond filmed it himself. So maybe jurors didn't buy the entire story by the police. They found Hammond not guilty of aggravated assault on the officer who first encountered him on the street. But minutes later in that courtroom, after Hammond apologized to Peters, there came a moment that no one expected. Peters confronted Hammond from a distance and voiced the line that began the entire standoff, telling him, quote, "I do trust in God. I believe in God, and everything happens for a reason. I'll see you at sentencing," Peters added. "Keep your head up and your chest out." A sentencing date is set for September. 28-year-old could get 47 years. We'll keep track of what happens. I just keep thinking about the context of this case. Here's a moment of humanity in a courtroom. A moment of compassion between the two people who lived through the hell of Hammond's making that Memorial Day. Look at the care Peters took to see Hammond as a human being. To me, she saw the whole picture. And that leaves me with the real question. If the two people at the center of this could find that much compassion for each other, why is the only camera in this entire story the one held by the man who took the baby? Why can't we all see the whole picture? While we're on the subject of media as a weapon and the variability of police response, let's look at a crime that started with a Facebook post and ended only 30 minutes later in attempted homicide charges. It's 5:07 p.m. on a Tuesday in July. For a lot of people, it's after work. It's time to check in on Facebook, scroll through friends and family, and see what's going on. Say what's on your mind. 22-year-old Maya Elias has something to say. According to court records, she posts a message online. "You leaked where my kids lay their head? I know where you stay." By 5:37 p.m., a man is shot in the neck. 30 minutes. That's the whole runtime of this wild story. If you think Facebook is a chill space for your aunts and grandparents, think again. As court records lay out, this all started as a Facebook Messenger fight. Elias posted screenshots of messages from a woman saying she was being harassed. Commenters pile on. Then that other woman does something that changes everything. She posts Elias's home address for everyone watching to see. Now, think about what this actually is. It's not an insult. It's a location. It's an
We don't get any visuals. I'm not feeling this.
X that marks the spot where her kids sleep. Now, we can't read minds, but to me, this seems like the moment when the exchange stops being a spat and starts being considered a threat to her family. No one takes a breath. It's all rage and adrenaline. 30 minutes after that reply, Elias shows up to the woman's apartment in Lower Paxton, Pennsylvania. As our reporter at Penn Live details from court records, Elias is not alone. She's with her boyfriend, 25-year-old Deshaun Robinson. The two women had allegedly agreed to this over social media. A fight, one-on-one, arranged like an old-timey Western duel. Me against you, right? Right. But when it goes down online, it never stays one-on-one. Police say Robinson shot a man in the neck at close range. The victim survived, but what happens next is like a scene out of Fast and Furious. According to court records, Robinson, described as wearing a ski mask, points his gun at a woman trying to stop him from leaving the scene. According to a police officer in an affidavit for probable cause, he then jumps in a Jeep and leads cops on a high-speed chase. The guy is blowing through red lights, driving on the shoulder of the road, cutting through an apartment complex's front lawn. The chase ends when he collides with the marked police cruiser.
I don't believe Dick Wolf made this.
Officers pull him out at gunpoint, but there's no gun in the car. Here's what I want to know. What happened to the gun? Did he ditch it along the way? That mystery is its own charge now, tampering with evidence. Because somewhere on that 2-mile run, the weapon allegedly just disappeared. Here's when playing out revenge on social media and for everyone to see is insane to me. From what court records tell us, Elias posted the screenshots. In 30 minutes, we went from a Facebook post to a gunshot. Now, Robinson is facing attempted homicide. Elias is charged with conspiracy to commit attempted homicide. An argument over a boyfriend or an ex turned into a shooting in half an hour. And not because of what was said, but because of what was posted on a Facebook page, turning a grudge into a confrontation that spiraled out of control. What I want to know is this. Did any of the commenters on that page try to lower the heat, or did they egg it on? All we know is that no one stopped the duel because either they couldn't or maybe they didn't want to. Social media gives us a ringside seats for feuds and fights, but with very real consequences for everyone involved. Now, to our main story for today. It's drawn from the reporting of AL.com journalist Ivana Hernque, who brings us a story about the price of being right when lives are on the line. A story where the closer we come to the truth, the further we seem to get from justice. On the night of March 20th in 1992, 40-year-old Thelma Roberts was home alone. Her teenage son and daughter were at a sleepover party just around the corner. Her estranged husband didn't live with them anymore in their little house on Manley Drive. By all accounts, it would have been a quiet night in for the church-going Thelma. Though what did happen that night is still highly disputed, it would turn out to be her last alive. Now, just to warn you, this case doesn't have a satisfying ending. It doesn't really have an ending at all. Not yet. But let's go back to Montgomery, Alabama, to that little house on Manley Drive, to the moment that changed the Roberts kids' lives forever. The kids came home from their sleepover to a grisly scene. Thelma's 17-year-old son found her in her bedroom with a butcher knife sticking out of her chest. Naked, partially burnt, with a plastic bag over her head. Small fires had been set around the house.
This is bad. We don't have no visuals. The people on YouTube do a better job than this.
He's just really bad at starting fires. I mean, clearly, there's no prison.
I can't. Even just as something to listen to, it's whack. It's like you couldn't get no pictures or like talk to the people involved. Like Dick Wolf is a producer. This is the best you could do, unless this is some like promotional shit. I don't get it. We just listening to you tell story. I could tell a better story than that. Yeah, he needs some visuals and the people involved and some police. At least you could put some police records in the background, the people's pictures. Actually, go. I'm hoping this is just like I don't know, whatever this is. Even if it was like some promotional shit, it's giving the wrong idea of it. Let me run to the bathroom real quick. All right, so that's out. No, he's not entertaining. I thought this was going to be something. I'm very disappointed. I hope because it's on YouTube, maybe I don't know because even if it's like I said, like a promotional thing or just a small taste of what we get, and it should be better than that. I don't want to watch anymore. It's not even like a good podcast to listen to because you just breezing through. You did 3 stories. It's not even like 10 minutes in. All right, so the pod don't come out to about 6, maybe 7. So we can watch old episode of Atlanta. We could do last season, or we could go back. When was Shamia's first appearance on the show? Is that when Kenya put her off the boat? Or we could watch Cape Fear. What else? Every day I sit and ask myself, how did I let you go? I'm so mad House of the Dragon is already ended. Oh, do y'all want to finish the rest of the Rob Rose pod on that? And it's not coming on for 2 more years. On top of that. And they said it's the last season of that. Just when it's getting good. But they still had that other show with Ed. I think his name is Aegon too. I forget what it's called. And then they got a Game of Thrones movie coming out too. You are not alone. The only thing with the Atlanta rewatch, we only gonna be able to watch like an episode or 2. I wanna like so this weekend I'll be cooking, so I can put that on while I'm cooking. Cause we gotta find some things to watch. Ain't shit coming on probably till like September, October, for real, for real. The girls trip was a dud. Ultimate girls trip. I feel like they all gonna be like that except for Beverly Hills. Cause Vicky is like weird. Vicky and Luann don't fit in. Whoever casted this, you should have had Nene there. Kent, possibly Kenya. Who else? These people are not. I don't know. I had high hopes because the other girls' trip with Portia and Giselle was good, but with Vicky, I ain't like how Luann said J Lo was from the hood instead of the block, and Vicky she sitting up there telling people, "Oh, you need to file your taxes." Girl, shut up. Duh, we know that. That's why the bitch went to jail. Yes, Night of the Seven Kingdoms. We could watch that over because I wasn't feeling that at first. I was like, what is this? This is so Like, what the fuck is this? So I wasn't really paying attention to the first couple of episodes like that. We could do that. I guess we could talk about it in the group chat. What can we do a rewatch of? Because I really don't have shit to watch. I want y'all to watch Cape Fear. It's so good. Maybe I can watch the movie too. What you laughing at, Brittany? What did I say? Um,
Being brought back in. They're like, you've had your hour, you know, in the jail yard or whatever. You've got to come back in. She's like putting down.
wait, the OGs, it should be Nene. All right, you can have Portia on there. Nene and Portia make a good duo. Then Karen should be on there with Giselle. Kyle should be on there with who? Even if y'all gotta bring back some old people, Kyle should be on there. Kyle is boring by herself. Who should Kyle be up there with? Maybe Erica. Not Dory. Maybe Erica. Who else is an OG from Beverly Hills? Kim would be epic. Then should Salt Lake City even be up there? But I fucks with Lisa, so I'll allow it. OC. I only want Tamara on there because I want them to cuss Tamara the fuck out. Jenny from the Hood was crazy. Like, I don't think that's cute. I don't think it's funny. Y'all could have had Sonia. Shit, I would have even took Ramona. I don't care that Ramona is a Republican. I really don't. I think it would have been way funnier with Ramona. Luann is not funny. All she want to do is sing her cabaret. Don't nobody give a damn. Who else should be on there? So we got Beverly Hills, Kyle. I don't know who else could be with Kyle, but let's just say Erica. Erica and Kyle would have made a good team, and Erica would have got along with Portia and Giselle and Teresa and Lisa. Let's see, what other franchise do we have? Do we want Miami on there? I forget why they said Miami got canceled. Oh, because they're all Republicans and they all voted for Trump. You know, all them people down there in Florida, all them Cubans and shit, they voted for Trump. And Andy be on Threads. He be all over talking shit about Trump. Interview with a Vampire, the new one or the old one? Is it about vampires? Because I'm not a big vampire fan. You talking about doing with Brad Pitt? We could do that. You know what I was listening to? I heard in 7-Eleven today. And I don't want the world to see me. Because I don't think that they'd understand. And I put it on the card. And you would have thought I was a white girl. When everything's made to be broken. Oh shit. Hey. I don't know. It really needs Nene. Who else? And Karen. Who else is an OG? We need some New York bitches on there. We need Sonia and Ramona or Bethany. Oh, Bethany would have been epic. I didn't even know they had a new one. It's not about vampires, is it? It's not like gruesome, is it? We need New York, old Roni. They said the new Roni is in jeopardy of being canceled. Because Caroline, not Caroline, what's her name? With the Epstein shit. It could be better. Long story short. Alright. So we'll do a Atlanta rewatch Thursday. Is today Thursday? No, today's Wednesday. Because I'm going to start prepping my food Thursday. So we could do that. Or something. And we're going to watch Cape Fear, okay? I keep asking y'all to watch it, but we're going to watch it. I've never steered y'all wrong. It's super black, the first 2 seasons. Okay, love it. You know the Tyler Perry Why Did I Get Married Again or 2 or whatever it's called. That's coming out soon. I forget what else is coming out.
Down her curling weights. She's like, all right, I'm going back in. And then as she walks through the entrance courtyard thing, she sees the white horse from her dreams.
Yeah. And then she sees Missouri being escorted out, and Missouri sees her, and she goes, "Do not trust the queen. Aegon has returned. His dragon lives. Your unborn child is a hostage, a prize by which she can hold power over his enemies. She will never release you."
Okay, well, awesome, trying to get me to your side, but you were on the other side this whole time. Why should I trust you? But Helena knows she's telling the truth. Also, in the last episode, Helena was having visions, and we were like, why is she in a field with the 2 blonde children? And now we know.
Yeah. Well, I think everyone's been anticipating that she's going to, that she was not going to be on this mortal plane for very much longer. I mean, especially after Ray so delicately grabbed her by the wrist and was like, "Tell me what's going to happen to me." We're like, okay, Helena's out. She's like, I'm done. I don't want to do this anymore. I'm sick of it.
I didn't think that at all. I really didn't. I was like, oh my God, Helena could win this whole thing, because there was that part where she was on her dragon, and then her dragon streamed fire, right? Her dragon, gorgeous, first of all, and the purple crown.
Well, Missaria was never to be trusted. Okay, she thought she ate that girl box, and that's still the deal, honey. And Rhaenyra was like, "Bye, deuces, bitch. I see you." But do you think Missaria is, what's the red hair witch called? Melisandre? Or is Melisandre the lady who was in the castle, the one that's messing with, I can't remember people's names. Amon, the one that's in the castle with one eye. And is he a White Walker? I think I took a picture. Because look at the White Walker. Product display. Let me find it.
Of whatever you call it, horns, and the dragon Dracarys all over everybody. So I was like, oh, there's the ending I'll choose.
But then there was also that, like, about 3 or 4 episodes ago, she was like, "I want to go stand by the window," which was, at that point, everyone was like, wait a second. Keep her away from that window. We know what's going on with that window. That window's a bad.
I saw a couple of comments of people being like, I thought she was going to walk right through that window, but I didn't know that was like a spoiler or anything. So I was actually genuinely surprised. I did not like. So she sees the horse, and in her visions last week, the horse was, I guess, kind of a prelude to heaven, because she saw that white horse, and then she was in
the gates opened up.
Yeah.
Right. She saw the horse and it opened up. I don't understand what the Dreamfire thing is, but maybe Dreamfire returning in her dream signified Sunfire coming back to life some weird way.
Oh,
I don't know. It's hard to
know. I took it as like different options, different things that could happen.
I would like it if the writers just said what they intended. Like when it's done. When it's done.
That's not how dreams work.
I know, but when it's done, the writers can be like, okay, we meant this with this, and we meant this with that. We meant that with that. That's all.
Although my dreams are pretty obvious, aren't yours? I find my dreams are not tricky. It's like I was walking around and I couldn't get anywhere. I couldn't figure out where I was going to go. I mean, it's pretty on the nose. You have no direction.
My dreams are very non-metaphorical. It's like, oh, I ran it. It's like I ran into a celebrity at a party. It's usually something like that. It's like, oh, look, there's Kitty Couric or something like that. Like my roommate in college, she'd be like, I had a dream last night that I was flying and I saw the Virgin Mary. His dreams are always so over the top. He was very Helena-esque. And I was always like, oh, I went to a party and I was eating dip. And that's like my whole dream.
Yeah. I remember being younger and dreaming I was peeing, and then I would wake up and be like, oh my God, I'm peeing. You know, I'm just a very obvious dreamer. So she's not. So then we go to Harrenhal, and Aemond hears echoes of Aegon's voice in his dream. He's like, "Help me, brother, help me!" And Alice is right there, and she's like, "Oh God, you're alive. All right, drink this. Just drink it, dumbass. You'll take any old other drink, so drink this one." Yes, it's abortion tea, but it also has other properties that are very good for your skin.
It's like Ozempic. It's really for diabetes, but they found out it actually works pretty well for other things. So just enjoy it.
Oh, you'll enjoy not having food noise. I'll tell you that much.
So he's like, why do you care whether I'm alone, whether I live or die? I'm a kinslayer, Alice. My own brother is dead by my hand. I have been damned for my trespasses and cursed to suffer. You should abandon me, lest you bring mine own fate upon yourself. Surely no one in this room is more cursed than I am right now and doesn't have a monologue to explain why they would be.
Wow, so then we get the Alice backstory. I was surprised that we got all this. Actually, I feel like this show is so good at not giving us, like, making us wait forever, and they actually gave it to us right on a silver platter. So did
they give that girl that abortion tea? If anything, Melisandre is Alice. Yeah, that's what I mean. The girl in the castle. She said she's been there for like hundreds of years. All right, let me show y'all this. Well, I can show it to you from here. And I give up forever to taste you. Closest that I'll ever be. All right. One second. I'll just put this on. Did they give her that abortion tea?
she starts crying. She faces away from him, and she says, "Once upon a time, when the dragon Balerion burned this place, it was the end to Lord Heron's line. But his line was not so ended. There was a survivor, a child, a boy. He was burned terribly, but alive. His mother would have given anything to save him." So that was her. And so she says she summoned maesters from all across the Seven Kingdoms, but there was nothing to do. So she turned to older cures and witchery and uncovered, incantations from crazy books. She started reading tarot cards. She started reading fortune cookies that weren't even pointed at her. She even started talking to the people of the forest. Dun, dun, dun.
And then she discovered, but that's when she learned the cost, because she discovered that then she was cursed to live on, to remain within the bounds of the River King's old, cursed for sharing in Heron's avarice, stripped of her name, her title, her castle, and sentenced to serve every halfpenny lord who came here to rule it. And Aegon's like, wow, did you ever meet her? That's me, you idiot. It's me. I'm talking in the third person to be dramatic. So it sounds like
wait,
when
I
she
have
was doing
questions.
Okay.
Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
I was gonna say, it sounds like when she was doing all her magic, she didn't really know what she was doing, and she cursed herself by accident, right? Or the children of the forest were mad at her, or something like that.
Well, here's the thing: like, if you're going to make deals with the children of the forest, what was the deal? Your son still died, so what'd you get out of this? Now you're just cursed. That's not fair.
Messed up.
You're supposed to be given something in return for, granting the wish or whatever. Like,
No.
I wish something, and here are the terrible costs of that.
You've seen Wicked. You see how magic goes awry for not doing it properly.
Well, that's
Tin
true.
Man.
Oh, so you think she cursed herself with some, like she read a spell wrong or something?
She didn't know what she was doing. She's being foolish, and she like mixed it up. It was like a light, like bring him back to life, and then she got the lyrics wrong of the Evanescence song, and then accidentally gave herself eternal life, but the kid still died, and she's like, damn it, did it wrong.
Yeah, because otherwise those are terrible. The forest people, like, don't trust a forest person. Don't make a deal with a forest person.
That's
Child
for
of the
sure.
forest. So really, fuck yeah.
Is she not
So
allowed to
he's
leave the
like, well,
castle? Or is it that like the curse is broken when she gets to control the castle? Maybe is that what it is?
I don't know, but she's cursed to be on the grounds, stay there forever, and deal with everybody. I don't know what she's waiting for. What breaks the curse? Maybe having a baby because she wants to, you know, be with Aemond, and he wants her, or she wants him to be the Lord of the Hall or whatever. So I don't know. But then she
Gosh.
wouldn't say, then stay with me forever, because if she broke the curse, then she would be able to die or leave or something, right?
Why did she? You know what? She should have just told us to Damon and be like, "Look, here's my situation. I'm cursed. I would love Harrenhal because I think it might break my curse, and also like I can run it pretty well."
All right. I had some good pictures. All right, that's a good one right here. That's Amen. Because one of them has a wonky eye. Oh, shit. Look at Viserys. Can y'all see? Damon. Because the White Walker has what is his name? The Night King? I think he's Aemon. Aemon is mean. Damon had visions of the free people, or whatever they call the children of the corn, and he was scared of them. I think Aemon would embrace this shit. And he stole one of them dragons. He couldn't wait to get his hand on one of them dragons. I think it's Aemon. See that eye? He just looked evil. And the man in the tree, that might be Damon, the man in the tree. He got stuck in the tree. He was seeing visions too. The three-eyed raven, a dead dragon. Now what is this? What we saw in Damon's vision. Brandon Rivers, three-eyed raven, a white walker, a dead dragon, bloody corpses, Damon drowning, a red cornet, Daenerys and her dragons, Daenerys and Helena Targaryen. But you see how his eyes. Now look, his whole eye is missing. I don't know if that's AI or what. That would make sense. Who is the Night King? No. No, the Night King is not a Targaryen. He was created by the children of the forest during the Age of Heroes 10,000 years ago, which predates the existence of House Targaryen and the doom of Valyria. So, maybe not. Here's to wishful thinking.
You know, I don't think it's kind of like watching Below Deck. We just covered an episode of Below Deck, and we're like, all these men on Below Deck are the same. You never trust one of these men. And it sucks to watch people fall into the trap over and over again, even when they've already fucked them over on the show. And then they're like, well, don't worry, just keep me secret or something. And then they fall right. They're like, okay, we'll just keep it secret and I'll give him whatever he wants. It's that kind of thing where it's like you just had a blonde, skinny guy here who looks just the same as this other one last season. And he just left after you gave him everything too. And now you're trying with another skinny blonde guy from literally the same family. He's going to fuck you over, you know?
Yeah. They will.
It's the below deck curse that she was visited. They visited the below deck curse on us.
I've been cursed to stay alive on this boat. Now we go back to King's Landing.
Sandy Hall.
Yeah, seriously. So Ray goes in to see Helena, and she's like, "You must eat, sister. Think of the babe." And she's like, "You are thinking of him now too?" She's like, "You're saying it's a boy? Do you know this? Look at me. You cannot think I would harm you. You don't think I would harm me, would you? I wouldn't harm you. I wouldn't harm you." She's like, "Do you think life is nothing more than not being dead? Our father would hate you for this." So Ray does not like that. She goes, "And yet he did nothing to prevent it. I strove to honor his philosophy until I saw that it would be the realm's undoing."
Please. Excuse me, but I have something very creepy to tell you for no reason.
Okay.
There's a beetle. There's a beetle that emerges on the cusp of the summer. It has lots of colors. Blue, gold, red, yellow, green, brown, scarlet, black, ochre, peach, ruby. All right, you're just doing Joseph in the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat. Get to the point. Right. Well, it looks like a turtle. Have you ever noticed it? Are we talking about my father again? Please listen. It's beautiful.
Are you sure it's not a turtle itself?
That is a good point. It could be a turtle. The point is, you only find it in King's Landing, and it sustains itself on the waste of other creatures. It's beautiful.
Great. Love
Could you
it.
just tell me about a poo-poo eating bug?
You know, I was hoping you would tell me how my rain would go, but learning about a dung beetle is also very exciting. And when
Go
someone
back to
returns,
Joseph in the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat. Just at least the songs in that.
if you eat food, I will pretend to care about the beetle turtle thing. She's like, "You don't care about it. You're pretending. All the things you say you care about are ugly. This place is ugly. You yourself, ugly."
Damn. Well, we are sisters. So
She's like,
don't poke at the gene pool that you crawled out of. Okay, young lady.
I don't know. Martin Lawrence Ballard did this room. I think it's actually quite stunning, but that's fine.
So she's like, "Eat or you will force my hand." She's like, "No, I won't. I'm going to keep making this art on this blanket that no one's going to even notice until I'm dead." And so Ray has people come in and force feed her, like hold her mouth open and pour soup down her throat.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez. Ray, just every decision. I was surprised that she even cared if she eats. What does she care? She doesn't want that baby to be born anyway.
I think, is it like a weird? I think she wants to know about the prophecies. I think she wants to use Helena's
she wants to
dreamer.
connect.
Yeah, I think she wants that. And I think on some level she still feels like she has a deal with Alicent, you know. But yeah, Ray just, her soft skills are really terrible. She proved that last week when she tried to coax information out of Helena. She just doesn't know how to manipulate. She needs to learn from Alicent. So then,
yeah, and I get like depression. I get everything that the character of Helena is going through, but at some point you just need to like question the food too. Like, is this even good? I mean,
that's what I was gonna say.
She's like, "Here's what you're gonna eat," and then they bring her in this terrible, like unseasoned, like white bean and cauliflower puree. It's like, could you order a pizza? You know,
or
something.
Like, find the beetle, bring her some like insects to look at in like a little cage or something. You know, like give her some what she wants to watch. Right? Like she's telling you what she needs. She needs a colorful beetle to play with.
Yeah,
so
entertain her at least. Like bring her some Beatles she wrote. You know, let the Beatle figure out some mysteries in the town.
Maybe you can bring her some music by her favorite band, the Rolling Stones. Now, what did you think I was going to say to that? It's called a misdirect. Outside, Adam and Alan are hanging out, and Adam is like, "Brother, will you march on Templeton as well?" And Alan is like, "No, because I've got to guard the queen. She's totally sane right now." He's like, "Oh, well, news of Aegon's return has set the queen on a dark path. She has grounded Bela and confined her to the keep. Did you know this, Alan?" And he's like, "Of course I did. We are making out these days, but I'll pretend like I didn't." So anyway, the point is this: it's dangerous. So don't question her. Okay, just do what she says.
Like, do not question authority. And he's like, "Oh, really? So our father's awaiting the gallows." And Ray rises you up in his place. Wow, can't believe you're sticking up for her. Guess someone wants my job.
He's like, "I have no ambition but to discharge my duty. And then I'll see Bela and discharge something else, if you know what I'm saying. High five, high five." Oh, sorry, I forgot you.
I'll discharge that booty. Yeah. So Ray is leaving the castle, and she gets in her little carriage thing with Joffrey. So finally, she's gotten Joffrey in a moment where he's not asleep, and made him dress up for Sunday school /war. He's like, "Oh, great. Can I have an iPad at least? This is going to be a long ride."
Now, Joffrey, unfortunately, this show has spent all of its production budget on a stupid fight that we're about to see, so we cannot pay you a day rate if you have a line, so just sit there and nod and smile at Mummy. Otherwise, we have to pay SAG-AFTRA more money. Okay? All right, off to the High Septon, where nothing terrible will happen, sweet Joffrey.
So now Templeton, everybody's preparing for a battle. And Darren and Gwaine see all the soldiers coming. And Darren's like, "Oh my God, how are we going to face all of these soldiers?" And Gwaine's like, "Bravely and pointlessly. Welcome to war."
All right, here's what I will do. I'll go out there and I'll say, like, "For those who want peace, drop trow and let me see what I can do for you." Okay? Like, "No, uncle, no. It's just too many men." He's like, "I know, but I'm up for it." It's like, "No, uncle, no. We can't do this." And then we see Ormond. He's like, "All right. If all those who are younger than 8, please stand over here and hold up a shield. I am going to have you on the front lines of this battle. Here you go." I'm like, wow.
If you are not tall enough to ride Thunder Mountain, you are short enough to be on the front lines of this. Yes, children, get the innocents in the front.
They're doing a great job. He's just I'm going to say he's the best villain this show has had, for sure. They've done a great job with him. Willingly putting children in the way.
That's for sure. Puts all the children on the front lines.
Yeah.
And
total villain.
They're like, "Sir, Ulf hasn't responded. We don't know where Ulf is." "Well, we do. He's drunk somewhere." And this is what you get. That's your plan. The fucking dumb drunk.
Yeah, so Roxanne goes to find Ulf. And then Darren and Gwaine are sort of watching this from afar. Like, something's not right. He has some secret plot afoot. This is not good. Okay, we gotta fix this. And so they see all these kids. These kids are crying because they're being used as human shields. It's all fucked up. Yeah. And so Darren's like, "I'm gonna get on my dragon. I'm gonna do this." And Gwaine's like, "No, don't do that. I'm telling you. Officers respond very well to blowjobs. Just let me get out there. Let me do my magic."
Darren's like, "But I have a dragon. I need to fight. It's my duty. I'm going to fight everybody with my dragon." Your dragon is as big as a fist. Okay, you need to give your dragon a minute. You can't go fight anybody. What the hell, bro? And Gwaine tells him that, basically. He's like, "Okay, so now you're going to become just another body for Ormond, among the countless dead." And he's like, "What are my choices? I either fight, I flee, or I change hair color." Actually, that's actually a different option I haven't really thought of. "Please don't let Ormond go. He's the best at dying."
And then they're like, "Wait a second. There's another thing we could do." So meanwhile, Caraxes is flying around, and all the guys are like, "Yeah, Caraxes, yes, oh God, mother!" And Ormond is running through the streets, like, "Where's Ulf? Where's Ulf?" He's so mad. And down below in the dungeons, Darren and Gwaine find Corlys, who's just sitting there. And as some people online have noted, there's almost a exact replica of the shot of Ned Stark sitting in the dungeons ahead of his beheading itself. So,
no pun intended.
No pun intended. Don't lose your head over it.
So they're like, you want to change sides? You want to change sides? What are you gonna do? And Gwen's like, I've got another idea. So he pulls out his sword and takes him. But we don't know what. I was like, oh no, not another digit. But
yeah, seriously,
we don't know yet. So then we go to King's Landing, and Misaria's going to her. She's being escorted to her ships. But then people are like, hey, hubbub, hubbub. Did you hear that great roast that Ulf was doing? It's making it over the pigeons. Everybody's talking about it. So they're all distracted, and she runs away.
Yeah. Which is like the hubbub is because Rhaenyra is heading to the high sept. So yeah, Miseria runs away, which makes me a little sad because I kind of felt like, well, might as well take that mansion in Pentos, right? Like, get your money, get your mansion. But she's like, no. So she goes off.
Well, she was at the budget meeting. She knows there is no money.
She doesn't
care
totally
about
right.
that anyway. She wants the power like everybody else. What'd you say?
Yeah, you're totally right. She knows there's no money to be had. So meanwhile, in that little carriage, Joffrey's there like, I don't know what to do if I'm not in bed. And Ray's like, you are my heir now, Joffrey, and the duty I pass to you is more than a simple rule. There is a story that your grandsire told me, and was told to him by the old king, and I passed it on to your brother following mine own ascent. I will tell you the story because it's very, very private. I may tell everyone in about 5 minutes, but for right now, I'm just telling you.
Now, while I tell you the story on a very bumpy road, will you do my eyeliner?
So over in Templeton, Damon is making a little speech, or he's talking to people, and they're like, well, we're gonna go in this way and this way, and there's a south wall, and yada yada yada. And then a guard is like, hey, my lords, a high tower knight is approaching. And like, so kill him. Like, no, he's got Lord Corlys.
So then Roderick, my favorite one of this episode. I love that guy. It's like, fuck me, I've seen more meat on a butcher's knife. Good God, can I just kill him? Let me just kill the skinny little bastard.
Gwen's like, well, you already know Lord Corlys. They're like, are you okay? He's like, I'm fine. I'm in one finger down, but all in all, pretty good shape. So Gwen is like,
Wayne's like, well, listen, my cousin's crazy. Okay, he's a potpourri addict. He doesn't even know he's losing brain cells. Okay, he's crazy. Let's make a deal. We don't have to go to war. Let's just make a deal. You guys can have everything. We'll just take this little town over here. We'll be fine. We'll roll over. Just let Darren rule over here. You guys do everything else, and we'll make a deal.
And so they're like, yeah, like, not sure about this. I mean, I guess we could have like Darren could be like the county seat. He could be do we have a zoning board? He can run the zoning board down there. Okay, let's have him run the zoning board. Like, no. He's gonna be the king, not the zoning board. Like,
please just let me kill this milk Sutherling cot fitness.
So, and Gwen's like, listen, guys, the realm was once 7 kingdoms before the conqueror, and we were divided, but we were at peace, okay? So, and Corlys like, stop. You're both annoying me. And Damon's like, all right, well, I thought the High Towers might have cut off your tongue as well. Thanks for weighing in. And this is where Corlys is like, no. He's not wrong, okay? Just give him like a patch of land, let him do his thing or whatever. And so
it's like, plus, nobody believes that a woman can rule anyway. So that would take care of that. At least you'd have a man around. And Damon's like, oh, please. It was your wife who was passed over, Corlys. Okay. It's like, Rhaenyra sees the throne. It's like, oh, now we're talking about how a woman can't rule. It was fine when you wanted your wife to rule. And he was like, well, people aren't going to take it anyway. And Corlys says the queen has many dragons, but the great houses hesitate. And people don't feel safe. And Aemon and Vhagar are still at large. So just give them all 10. Okay, let's call this a day.
Well, then Damon breaks the news like, by the way, Aegon's back and his dragon's back. You didn't know that, right? So yeah, it's not as simple as this. So yeah. So Corlys is like, well, Aegon and Aemon would be common enemy. We could be all friends together and we could all go against those two. And Damon's like, no, absolutely not. But Corlys is really trying for peace. He's like, we should have peace. I think we need to have peace. Otherwise, we're all going to die. And Damon's like, I don't understand that word peace. I am a Targaryen and I'm unhinged. So yeah, we're going to fight.
Gawain tries to give a little speech. He's like, you would cast away the lives of thousands. And then Daemon grabs him. I thought he stabbed him in the throat. I was like, damn. I thought he was just stabbing him, but he grabbed him by the neck. And he's like, yeah, guess who's going to lead? Ray, the ordained queen of the Andals, of the first men, of beggars and thieves, and cowards like you even. All of the M&Ms even support Ray. Every single one of them. A new Valyria will rise from the ashes of her usurper half-brothers. And he's like, okay, do you want to die here behind the walls? Okay, get the hell out of here. And so he lets go of Gawain and he runs the hill.
Yeah, but they keep Corlys, of course. So Corlys is now the prisoner. It's like, why is Corlys a prisoner? So I guess it's for being traitorous because he tried to propose peace. So they're like, okay, let's start the fight. Let's let it all happen. Meanwhile, over in Harrenhal, Aemon wakes up from yet another dream and he hears a dragon and he's like, oh my God, Vhagar, is it Vhagar? Is it Vhagar? But it's Aegon, and Aegon has just arrived on Sunfire. And this is where Aegon, he's like, what? And this is where Aegon famously goes, I'm alive.
Imbecile. And he's like, I beg your forgiveness. He's like, what? I should split you in half. What are you going to apologize now? I'm going to burn you. I'm going to make your skin blister. He's like, you should. I'm a real asshole. He's like, God damn it. Why are you taking away the fun? It's supposed to be fun. When did you become so sensitive?
So then Alice suddenly shows up. She's because Aegon's like, get up, we're going to Tumbleton. And she's like, my prince cannot. His dragon abandoned him. He's like, who are you? Some lady who can't even die? She's like, oh, that was actually a really good read. But no. So Aemon's like,
listen, you know I have a thing for older ladies. I've got mommy issues. I have found the oldest lady there is. Please.
Her skincare is amazing. She's my betrothed. And she's like, oh, well, that's nice. So Aegon's like, do you know what's happening out there? No. Rhaenyra declared me dead. And after you disappeared, that little twat, Darren, decided he should be king. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to find Vhagar, fly to Tumbleton, and put Darren and that shitheel Ormond in line. And then we're all going to march on King's Landing under my banner. And maybe when Rhaenyra's head is on a spike and I'm back on the Iron Throne, maybe then I'll forgive you for trying to fucking kill me.
Yeah. So
by the way, they didn't go to Tumbleton.
Down first. Huh?
Did you realize he just said their goal was they're going to find Vhagar and go to Tumbleton. But I just assumed that meant that they'd be showing up at the battle this episode, but they never did.
Yeah, I thought so too. Because they get places so quickly on this show. You know,
yeah, they don't have to go to
like, okay, I'll go kill my son. Hey, I'm here to kill my son. It's like, how close are you? Did you guys get subways?
By the way, is anyone else excited that Tumbleton is finally destroyed? I can't stand this little town. It's like all this drama over one small random town.
Yeah. Well, you know, when Tumble's in the title, it's not going to end well. It's just not good.
I know.
It's not good juju.
Commercials. Here comes one right now.
There is such a better way to spend your time than doom scrolling or watching terrible TV. Get some stories in your life, okay? Audible is perfect for that. I use it while I'm cleaning the house, while I'm running errands. I listen to books all day, every day with Audible.
Yeah, they have a massive library of audiobooks and ad-free podcasts. And it is really the perfect thing to turn on when you're taking a long drive, washing some dishes, like enrich
better. Things are perfect for staying at. So we'll try that part. And Damon's like, okay, fine. So we go back to Templeton, and they're doing war plans. And little Oscar Tully's like, aside from the main gate, there's another way in, and there's we can get there. It's weak over there. So we'll try that part. And Damon's like, okay, fine. I'll burn the battlements over the main gate. And once the day of resistance, then we'll come with Caraxes for cover. My strong string bean of a dragon. God, I love that. Long ass dragon.
My dragon is very effective, unless there's another dragon that's being a real jerk, in which case my dragon just is nowhere to be found.
Yeah, I do love Caraxes. He's like the cutest little string bean. Yeah, but I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I guess you're not just allowed to go start fighting. Oh, anyway, we'll get there. So, he's like, okay, we have to preserve the town and the people for Ray Ray. The realm is watching. The queen's moral standing must remain absolute. Like, you know that you're married to you know that you're talking about your niece who you're married to. It's like the morals in this family. I started sleeping with Ray Ray when she was like 14 years old. Now, let me tell you, there are very strong morals in this family.
So Alicent Blackwood is like, sounds boring. And Alicent Blackwood, who is the one who murdered Kristen Cole, which is great. She is the great grandmother of Arya Stark, for those who are wondering. So it's time that they're like, wait, like, by the way, they put children up there. So just so you know, we have to deal with that now. Like, God damn it. What are we going to do now? And so Damon's like, well, Lord Roderick, are you still prepared to die for a queen? He's like, can't fucking wait. He's like, all right.
I love that guy. He's from Sons of Anarchy.
Oh, is he?
Left him for a long time. Great. Yeah, he looks great in these kind of roles, you know? Like, just let him be long-haired and greasy.
Yeah, he had a great episode for him. I mean, he's been here all season, but this is really the episode where he's shown. So basically he's like, all right, tell your graybeards to go over the walls, overwhelm them, open the gate, and then you can die. He's like, got it. Gate open, then die.
Yeah. So when we go to King's Landing, Ray Ray is coming up to the High Septon, just the church, and they're like, whoa, this is a church. You can't just bring guns in here. Listen, this is like a movie theater in Texas. There is a sign that says no guns in here, you know? And she's like, please, the people of King's Landing gather, seeking to know who is ordained to lead them. You better tell them that I'm the boss, Pope.
And so the High Septon's like, well, I have already told you that such is impossible. And now after Aegon and his dragon have been resurrected, there can be no clearer sign of whom the gods have chosen to rule. Princess.
And she's like, religion, schmeligion. You make me the queen right now. And he's like, no. And he says, you may have 6 dragons, but I have a 7-faced god. And I'm sorry, but this is not how it works. You don't get the whole conservative community on your side this quickly. Okay, you've got to make rounds to churches, you've got to be seen on camera praying and stuff like that. And she's like, no, do it right now, you're a traitor. And she's like, get him, everybody. And Alan's like, you want me to kill the Pope? And she's like,
yeah,
do it, you have to do it right now. You are the blood of old Valyria. You answer to a higher god than this. To them, this house, an empty work of brick and stone. Kill him. And he does. What the hell?
Alan does not like this.
And stabs his ass.
Alan is not happy because the guy's like, you are going to go to the deepest of 7 hells. Like, you're going to hell. And Alan's like, just kills him. And, yeah, murder in Vatican City is basically what this is like, and it's
Ray.
We know it's not
going
to be good.
It's terrible. It's like every single one.
It's
it's like, what? Now you're killing the Pope, girl.
You're gonna lose the people. So Ray is like, okay,
for you.
She's like, I got to get ahead of the story. So she She steps out of this the septon in her like black metal outfit with her crown. And she's like, before his death, my father, Viserys the Peaceful, named me his heir, not in secret, but in ceremony. Hundreds of lords traveled hundreds of leagues to swear. Everyone knows it. I am the queen, okay? So guess what? There was a prophecy. It began with the doom when fire and hell erupted to destroy old Valyria and her people, and only the Targaryens survived. By the way, we're kind of the best. We're the only ones who survived, and my family alone was spared because the gods wanted it. And I came back, and we returned. We were called the protector of the world of men. Well, guess what? There's a prophecy. It's called the Song of Fire and Ice.
Here she goes. Like, there's a prophecy. My dad knew it, and you better listen to me. And she's trying to be this like big inspirational speaker, and they're all looking at her like, cuckoo, the hell?
Like, we don't know what you
Does anybody have a pigeon recording of Ulf? Because that guy knows how to do it. Okay, that guy knows how to do it. What is this cuckoo bird talking about? And then she switches into High Valyrian, and they're like, what?
They're like, yeah, she's doing, she's like, she basically says, I am the prince that was promised. They're like, we don't know what she's saying. And I think I may know I was the prince that was promised. Who promised who? What? You can't just like spring a prophecy on us and then say, actually, not only here's a prophecy that you never knew about, but on top of that, I actually fulfilled that prophecy. It's like, whoa, that's like a lot. You have to first like introduce the prophecy, get people to buy in on it, and then you have to say that you are the culmination of it.
Yeah. And you up there with her like crazy eyeliner and her like everything is just wrong. They're like, girl, you just killed our religious leader. What? So there's no applause or anything. It's just her looking out at the audience like, check, please. So then we go to Tumbledon, and now Damon's giving his speech. And he's like, listen up, motherfuckers. Whether we live or die today, you'll remember it in history. As if anyone's really alive to write it down after, which who fucking knows? All right, go get him, kill him. So Roderick takes the Greybeards up, and they get ready to go, and the arrows come at them, and they fall right in front of them. And he's like, bring it on, you caught fitnesses.
Yeah. And then the fight is on, and you know, the people of the town are like hiding and cowering, and everyone's coming in, and the men are attacking. They go up the walls, and it's a lot of hatchets to the face and arrows and eyeballs, and it's just blood and gore. And it's just
they're
like
pouring
very, very intense.
like scalding
Hot
oil
oil
or water down the ladders and getting them. So you're watching them burn.
And meanwhile, Ormond is not leading the battle. He is stomping around the town looking for Ulf. And they're like, we don't know where Ulf is. And they're like, by the way, the battle began. So yeah. And then once someone says, and also, by the way, Daemon didn't accept King Darren's terms. And Ormond's like, terms? What terms? And so he's now realizing that people are undermining him.
Yeah. And he's like, I need my weapon. Where's Ulf? And so then we go to Gwaine searching for Darren. We don't know where Darren is. Roderick finally makes it over the wall, starts just hatcheting people in the face. And then there's a boy who strikes him on the leg. And so he thinks about it, and he's like, oh God, this is just a kid. Well, fuck it. Hatchet him in the face too. Oh.
he just gets that kid right in the face.
Episode brutal. Oh my gosh. Everything.
I mean, there's a lot of slaughter. A lot of slaughter.
Crazy.
Moats are on fire. Everything is going crazy. And Daemon is, meanwhile, Daemon's like, where is Ulf, by the way? And like, we don't know where Ulf is. It's like, how do you not know where Ulf is? He has a very large dragon.
And they're like, well, we're with the dragon, but Ulf's not there. He's like, oh, damn it. And so Roderick and his guys are still fighting. They're going for the gate, but now they're still fighting. They can't get through the gate. So Daemon sees Vermithor flying, and that's Hugh Hammer's dragon. And it's like, what the fuck is he doing here? He's not supposed to be here either. You guys have to train your employees. My God. And Hugh, I think, is getting off really easy.
He's getting good at it.
No one is like, what the fuck? And what's up with Hugh Hammer? Because Ulf really takes the cake for this one. But Hugh Hammer, what the fuck are you doing too?
He's not being helpful because while he is he's messing up. He's messing up in two different ways because he's not protecting the castle, which he'll need to do since Aegon is going to head over there. And if he's here at this battle, he's not helping out with this battle, which he is needed to do because he's looking for Cat. So he is really kind of like failing in many. It's almost like a worse failure because Ulf can't be, no one has high expectations of Ulf, but Hugh Hammer, I thought was going to be a reliable soul.
Yeah, but he's just, ultimately they all just want fame, He wanted the fame. That's why he did it. Then his wife got pissed and she's like, what? He's like, but why are you pissed? I'm famous. You better come with me. And she's like, no. He's like, but I'm famous now.
Oh. Yeah. So basically there's just more fighting. And then essentially Daemon is this where Caraxes burns open the door?
Well, they send all the boys and the children outside the gate so that Daemon will stop. And Daemon's like, well, what are you going to do? So he burns them too, and then burns the gate down and crashes through the gate.
Yeah. So then eventually
it's like superhero mode where it's like Daemon versus 90 people. And he's doing pretty well until a guy that looks like the Mountain comes up and starts fighting him.
That's Ormond's that's Roxton, Ormond's right-hand man. And meanwhile, Ormond does finally find Ulf, who is passed out on a toilet, essentially. So he just grabs Ulf and throws him to the ground. He's like, get up, you worthless sot. All you had to do was sit on your fucking dragon. They're inside the walls, you useless baseboard stump. You may have cost us everything. Now get back on that beast and do as you've been told. And this is a huge mistake for Ormond because Ulf is he's really petulant at this point, and he does not like being spoken to this way.
Well, the whole way he got him on his side was being like, oh, Daemon hit you. We would never disrespect you. Take the biggest mansion in town. You got it. You're a king. We're going to kiss your ass. And then he does what Daemon did, and beats him and humiliates him in front of everybody. So not great, buddy. Of course, your pants are down by your ankles and you've got poo-poo all over you. And you did fall asleep on the toilet, but God forbid Ulf ever looks at himself as the problem, He
must have been really wasted. There's a full-on battle happening outside and he's sleeping through it. So then Daemon's still fighting with Roxton. They're exchanging words. They're sword fighting. And then Ulf now has made it to his dragon. I don't know how he got to his dragon or where his dragon was hiding, but somehow he got from the streets onto his dragon and now is flying over the battlefield. So everyone starts to cheer like, Ulf, yay, it's great. Everyone's so excited. And I guess we see that Ulf goes to bounce his dragon. I forgot. There was a scene where he goes up to the hillside and he gets on his dragon. And there's a guy who's like, oh, well, your dragon's right here, Ulf. And then just Ulf, that guy gets killed. But anyway, he gets on the dragon.
We see Hugh Hammer's wife too. She's trying to hide, but soldiers come into her home and use her as a human shield against the other soldiers.
Exactly. So Gwen finds Darren. Darren's down with his dragon. And Gwen's like, it didn't work. So Gwen's like, look,
he's
we
like,
gotta go.
The plan failed, okay? And he's like, so you're gonna die now, Darren. And he's like, no, I will not be remembered as a craven. He's like, well, if you stay with your dragon, you're just going to die anyway. I've served with plenty of brave men. One of them was even really good at painting shields, and I really liked him. He was hot. Okay. So don't think that you're not going to die, and don't think that you're going to have more glory if you just die out fighting. It's stupid. Don't do it. Please, for Ormond's vanity, just come with me. And then the dragon's like, really? Caesarian. He's like, he's like, oh, please. Get your dragon off of me. He's like, stay back.
And then meanwhile outside, this is when Ulf flies over the Daemon's army and they're all cheering like, Ulf, but then Ulf burns them up. He's like, oh, too bad for you. So he starts burning them up. But Daemon's inside and Daemon's fighting, so he doesn't really see this, but it's kind of like, whoa, what is happening here? Also, so Caraxes is just chilling out while this happens. Caraxes doesn't have any sort of response to this. What's going on?
Well, I think they show him. Caraxes is with the army still outside because Caraxes has been told stay. And so he's like, okay.
Caraxes just
and then that dragon's on our side. But then, I don't know. Who knows what's going through a dragon's mind?
Yeah. So Ulf is flying around on Silverwing, and then Damon and Roxanne are fighting, and it's getting really, really bad. And it looks like Roxanne is going to actually defeat Damon. But the thing is that we cut away from that. They fight for a very long time. We keep cutting back to them, and it's going on for a very, very long time. Now we go up to Roderick, and he's looking for Ormond, and they fight, and Ormond cuts off his arm. And it's like this very campy, gory moment where like Roderick has like is missing a limb, and like blood is just coming out of his arm. He's like, ah! And Ormond's like,
Ormond's gagging for like the third time because he was just barfing with Ulf on the toilet, and now he's here with this bloody, thing coming at him, and he's like, blah, blah. And then Roderick is able to get him again and stabs him right in the butthole. And he's like, oh yeah, that's a proper fucking by the north.
But then here comes Silverwing, and they both look up, and there's Ulf with Silverwing, and Ulf is like, yeah, fuck you too, bro. So he goes and he burns them both up, and Roderick's like, yeah, and Ormond is like, ah. And they both perish in the fire.
Jesus. Oh my God. I was hoping when Ormond attacked Ulf, that Ulf was going to be like, I'm going to go back with the other army. At least he didn't beat me on the toilet.
Yeah.
But no, he burns both of them. Burns the shit out of both of them. And then we start getting shots of like, look at Darren, because Darren's getting his ass kicked, by the way.
Yes.
Until all this goes down. And so Darren has a lot of those moments where everything gets silent and he sees all the kids hurt and all the Damon, yes. And he sees everybody, all the kids and all the women hurting. And he has that moment of like, wow, is war really bad? I've really never thought about it like this. It's like, okay.
I was like,
a little late, dude.
Exactly. Well, also the creators in the after show were like, we didn't want to glorify battle. We wanted to show that there was a real cost. It's like, no, putting in like 30 seconds of, slow-mo and essentially having What a Wonderful World playing, it's not enough. Like, it's just stupid. It's like I was like, this is just such a hammy little moment. It's a battle. We get it. We're not glorifying it. It's all terrible. Just go forward.
Yeah. So Damon's they're like, wow, look at Damon feeling things, guys. Too late. And this isn't the first time Damon's been on one of those things burning the shit out of everybody either, Yeah. So not that it was him, it was Ulf this time, but it's like, wow, the damage of dragons. It's really different here on the ground.
We should also mention that Ulf saves Damon inadvertently because Ulf's destruction causes like the roof to collapse on an arch, and then it like separates Damon and Roxton. So Damon's able to get out of the way, and so he's having this moment, and then he starts killing people again, and then Corlys finds him and is like, "We got to go. It's over."
Yeah, he's like, "We lost. Like the town is lost. We're leaving," and he's just like, "I'm gonna fight." So he drags him out of there. And then we go to Helena's room in King's Landing, and she's looking at her tapestry, and she's just finished what was it in the tapestry? Like a building on fire, right? So I think it was this war.
Yeah.
Is that right? Is that what she saw?
Maybe. And then she starts going towards the window, at which point you're like, uh-oh. And then Gawain, he wakes up. He's like in the middle of all them ruins, and he's like, ugh. He's like, Darren. And he's trying to find Darren. Someone finds Ormond, and then Hugh Hammer, who is not helpful at all in this situation. He finds Kat, and she's dead, and he's like, "Oh, Kat!" I'm like, honestly, like, enough. Sorry.
It makes me crazy in shows like this, and they do it in so many shows. There's a show called Paradise that I watch right now, where the main character, it's like everybody's dying. It's the end of the world, and when it comes to them, it's like, well, stay strong. That's what it is. End of the world. Sorry, can't help you over there. But then when it comes close to you, it's like, oh, like look what is just happening because you're not doing your fucking job, sir.
Do you realize like you could have been on your dragon and you could have torched Ulf, and instead you took all this time just to get to Kat? And why did it take you so long? You know exactly where she lives. I don't know.
Yeah, everybody.
Like, and why were you there so late? Why did you get there so late? What, you knew the battle was going to begin. Why did you show up so late and like get to her so late? I don't know. I think that he's just useless.
Yeah, he sucks too. So then we go to Ray coming back, and the Alinda is like, oh my God, my queen. And so she sends her up to Helena's room, and she's been told what happened. We don't know yet, but she walks out to the window and just kind of looks down, and then she notices the blanket, the tapestry that, or the needlepoint or whatever that Helena has been working on, and looks at it, but she doesn't read the whole thing. I thought she was going to be like, oh, well, now I'll read it, but
Yeah,
no,
no,
Helena's jumped out the window and she's dead.
Yeah.
She's on spikes.
And she has actually sewn her own death into the tapestry, which I feel like doesn't count as a prophecy, because if you're sewing your own fate, like you can just decide to do that, But she also sews that there's an image of what looks to be Ray on the throne, surrounded by flames and like blood coming out everywhere. So that's not a good sign. Also, notably, one thing I saw, I spent some time watching the opening credits this week. I noticed that the tapestry in the opening credits catches on fire for the first time this season, and like it all burns up. And there were some other things in there that I hadn't seen before. They included Aegon and Sunfire in the tapestry this time, and they took out the battle with the Triarchy. And I was like, I'm going to pay attention this time around. But yeah, we should have known just by the tapestry burning up in the opening credits that this was going to be bad for Helena. So yeah, she's dead there on a spike. And then we see Alicent, she's walking through the forest, and then a whole bunch of blue butterflies sort of rise up from nowhere and surround her. And Alicent has her standard look, which is like, huh, what, huh? But she sort of feels like, ooh, this is probably a sign.
Yeah, something big's just happened. Dun, dun, dun. And then we just end with Ray closing the window. She's like, okay, well, that's done. Just close that window. And that's the end. I thought it was such a great episode and a really good season, but then I got so upset that we have to wait.
I'm upset about two things. I'm upset that we'll have to wait like 2 years. And I'm also upset that we only get one more season. Like, they finally got the show to me in like a really, really, really good place. And I want like 2 more seasons, maybe, like, why not? Let's go for it.
No, I need it to end. I need to have an ending to things, because I usually wait and binge things. I don't watch things week to week, kind of how you watched Game of Thrones when you just binged it all at once. It is painful having to wait so many years. I know. And then having to watch it again. Like and it's not bad watching. It's a great show, but I watched season 2 again before this one because I just don't remember things as well. So I need, I'm going to have to watch it a million times before even the next season. Yeah. So yeah, I'm glad that there's going to be an ending, but this was a lot.
I know. I feel like I'm finally truly invested in the show. Like, I have true things that I care about, not sort of like passing, like, in the seasons 1 and 2, I'd watch, I would sort of care about things. And then when the show would be over, I wouldn't think about it. I didn't care about it. I didn't go on social media. But now things happen, and I really care, and I really want to know what's going to happen. And I see all these different things, and I want to like live in this world a bit longer. And so it's upsetting to me that I feel like the show has finally like tightened up and gotten to a place that I thought it should have been all this time. And then now we're only going to get like 1 more season's worth. So it's, but whatever. Rather than dwelling on what we don't get to have, let's dwell on what we did get to have, which was a great 3rd season. The best so far.
Yeah, it was a really good one. All right, everybody. Yeah. Well, thank you so much for being here with us this season. It's been great times.
What a delight. Yes.
Yeah. All right, everybody. Join us over on our regular podcast, Watch What Crappens. We'll talk to you later.
Bye.
Watch What Crappens would like to thank its premium sponsors. Ain't no thing like Allison King.
Our way is the Amber way.
It's the Foster and the Furious. It's Amanda Foster. It's Always Automatic with Ashley Otto. Put your hands together for Carly Clapp.
Get on the right foot with Chrissy Offutt. We never miss her call. It's Diane Call. Big yay, it's Emily Gauthier.
Aaron McNicholas. She don't miss no trickolas.
Hava Nagila Weber.
You'll never hide from Heidi Eleanor Jones.
It's no BS. We love Hugo E.S.
Jamie, she has no last namey. Sip some scotch with Jessica All
right, we gotta go get some coffee. Shit. I am losing steam, and I give up forever to taste you. And I don't think that those are the words. The pod should be out by the time I come back. And I don't want the world to see me. And I don't think that they'd understand. I just want you to know who I am. Dun, 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 dun.
Tights all up in her cock. With her nipples. I said, look at this, bitch. I said, man, you got this time in the morning. And then I seen the nigga look at her, right? It looked at me. I said, yeah.
That's why they people be coming up to them in the park and doing shit to them.
Bro, I'm telling you, they be, them bitches, listen, let me tell you, they probably don't want everybody to do it, but they be enticing niggas, though. Listen, I ain't got the heart to say shit to them. You hear me?
Right.
But if a bitch say something to me and play with me in any type of way, I know I can do it after that. Like, as far as me initiating the contact, I ain't with all that. But if she say
bad with my, let me see if
What?
they played with me so bad about my cough syrup yesterday.
Like, 8 ounces in that shit is fucking 4 ounces. It's 4 ounces of green.
What are you talking about?
That's easy class. That's correct. That is they done.
I wonder if I can cancel this draw. I know. Cancel it.
Young lady this morning. What's up? What's up? Hey, what's up, man? How you? What's going on? Yes. One, two.
Yes. Cream and sugar, please. Extra cream. No, just extra cream.
I want to buy it. Which do you want?
Medium.
How much I owe you, man? He said, "What's it? What are you puffing, man?"
Sugar, extra cream.
I'll be here. Where you at, thank you. Appreciate that. Something else, please. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, that smell like garbage, not cigarette. Cigarette ain't gonna bother me. Fight the garbage. And I don't want the world to see me. Come on, probably a couple minutes too early, but
This is perfect. Regular sugar, extra cream, because it's already too much sugar. Well, let me show you the nut shit that they did.
One of the producer. Gangsters of shore. And if I don't understand the laws, she gotta be working.
August 11th, August 10th, August 10th. The prescription, the same prescription he keeps sending over that they keep bothering him about.
They send it somewhere else. Like, let me explain something to you, right? You will get upset because somebody won't deal with you the way somebody else deal with you, right? And you'll continue to try to force them to do their job. All you gotta do is go somewhere else. You don't want my
I didn't ask them to do that. Like,
no, but once you see she give you a problem, you can tell who's gonna give you a problem.
right.
You've been dealing with this shit long enough. As soon as you see they gonna give you a problem, like, send my shit somewhere else. I don't gotta go through that shit with you,
Right.
bitch. Be real ignorant with them, call them a bunch of bitches and all that shit. Yeah, a bunch of bitches, you dumb bitch, you fuck you bitch. I'm gonna corporate on you bitch. You gotta, it's not my job. I'm patient. I can act like this.
I got a draw up in Chichester.
Look at Shake. Look at Shake. I gotta catch him. I gotta catch him. I gotta catch him here on this bike. I gotta catch him. I gave him this bike. I thought that was him. I said, look at, watch this, watch this. Y'all be looking at my dad. I'll be looking out for people out here. You hear me, D? Yes. Watch this. This is my man. I said, Dad, look at Shake. I gotta catch him. I had to catch him. Moving on this joint too. Look at you, Shake. I see. I said, look at him. I said, look at him. That's right, baby. That's right. Alhamdulillah. You all right? Alhamdulillah, man. Anything I can do, call me, man. All right. I've been telling him I give him a bite for some years. I gave him that bite. I took that. I said, I'm gonna steal my blessings. Watch that. So look at Shake. And you ain't even see him, did you? I seen him on my birthday.
No, I ain't see.
Look, I was coming up Point Breeze. I looked at the Watkins real quick. I see him. I said, I know that bike. I know how he built. He used to pray at the same match there with me and shit. I'm so happy for him, man. If I had it like that, like the giveaway cars and shit, I'd do that shit to certain people too. Not just bikes and shit. I ain't gonna get nobody no problems though. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna get somebody a problem ass car or some shit. You're like, man, I keep $50 for this. Like, I said, man, I ain't gonna need nothing for it.
I would have been sent to the Navy Yard, but I think this shit they got is clear.
Like, sir,
Yeah.
gotta be that whatchamacallit, to be that tussle. It's clear. You hear me? That be that shit.
Paying dues.
I was gonna get, I'll be $50. That way, when he go get his weed, he can grab mine. That girl, Scott, the one you got with the second time,
But there's always. My hair feels so thin, y'all. My ponytail used to be so thick. Well, this one look like this because it's my whole head, my whole side of my head. I might put some pieces in this bitch. Good morning.
Well, if you have enter phone number, then type your extra care card has already been scanned. Please continue scanning. Place your item in the bagging area. Please wait. Help is on the way. Please wait. Help is on the way. Please wait. Help is on the way. Again, if you have your extra care cards, please scan it now. Please wait. Help is on the way. Enter phone number, then touch enter. Please wait. Help is on the way.
Hold on.
Scan your CVS bags. Scan coupon now. Touch the continue. Your total is 1.6. Please wait. System processing. Swipe out your card and follow instructions on keypad. Please wait. Help is on the way.
Oh shit, my bag wide open. My bag, my pocketbook is wide open. Cause we gotta go to Staples and Home Depot today. They're not open.
Oh, okay, you should have told me that.
They're not open.
Well, we could have
It's only 6 o'clock. You got a cold. I was looking for this so bad. $4 coupon. You sound like you got a cold.
We were trying to get that.
You ain't never see the drawing where the dude nutted on the girl. And they was in the store. She was running over something. He just like nutted all on her back.
I heard about it. I didn't see.
He was like somebody like him.
I always get tough.
Please don't categorize it. I think them braids broke my fucking hair off. Cause it's thin as shit.
Okay.
No matter how much time I'ma get, I'ma make money is supposed to make statements.
That should be cool as shit. Imagine. I didn't wear no jacket in here this morning, but I had
Shit.
I was next to somebody.
Slip on. That shit ain't jump on again.
Go in there. Take me whatever I need to take to get that shit to jump off.
You got some shit. I wish you told me I got you some emergency or airborne.
Oh, yeah, boy, right? I mean, fucking with Nita. He still be everything I need. You know what I mean? He good.
Speaking of which, I need to call Tay. See if she thinks I'm pregnant.
With her mom. She don't even get it. Her mom be getting it. I know, you know how I know? Her mom boyfriend be the one he fucking with. Nigga that's fucking with her mom right now.
The last time I got it, he came up to my house. He had so
in my car.
he had so much shit done. The dude It was two dudes. They had steaks for $10. They had everything. They piece of salmon for $10. Yeah, anything you want. Style.
Where they take it from? They bring it to me.
Giant, Acme.
Get them.
Yeah. And they got like 2 or 3 coolers. We be having so much shit. I got like the crab meat that was like $20, $30. I got them for $10 each. And the big dogs are salmon. It was only $10. She was buying lamb chops.
I heard about that too. Rat.
Oh well, we must have been double parked last night.
That's crazy.
You know what I ain't having a long time? A pizza presser. Why this place ain't open there anymore?
Yeah, they just open, but they not the good pizza pressers though. He see his shit is microwave. He ain't move up to the air fryer oven. You want a good pizza presser? Go up King's. That joint up North Philly, bro. They pizza press. They cut the bitch in half, and it be 2 different halves. Then they put cheese on it and beef pepperoni. Motherfucker, listen.
Maybe I should make some.
I never had it before, right? See, when you're dealing with shit like that, you gotta be extra on your shit. That's some shit you're supposed to have like a truck with, a food truck. Some person can watch you make that shit. Yeah, you don't want to go in the house and then come back out and now it got this on the wrapper, a piece of hair. No, when I'm gonna look and see you make that type shit with the cheese right there, put it in the gun.
I got people begging me for church wings.
Old men that want to fuck on you.
No, it's not all old men.
Motherfuckers don't want like this. Let me tell you this, bro. There's so many motherfuckers out here. There's so much competition with the cooking shit. They want to be in with everybody else doing. Make me something too, because that's the circle they in.
Right.
Yeah, so steal from them. But if they gonna let you steal like that, you have to get a fucking little card or some shit. I'm telling you, you gonna keep doing it like that, burning the gas and fucking the stoves up for these niggas. I mean,
like basically like everybody that I know, like the number I put on the flyer, don't nobody even call that number. It's like everybody that I know, even like people that you don't know Randy and all of the agents.
old 22nd Street that nigga out this.
No, on 15th Street. And then like you probably don't know Boo Boo.
Nope.
Boo Boo, well you probably know Tasha. She got her son. Hello, brother.
She got a little brother named Boo Boo.
His name is Robert. We all call him Boo Boo.
You're talking about main sister Tasha, right?
No, she got 2 twins. No, you talking about Black Tasha. No. From my block. Everybody around my age. And you know what's crazy? The people like that you would think would support me don't. Like Corinne.
She's mental though. Like y'all both mental. She's just a little bit more stable than her, so you won't understand her. That bitch mental, bro.
I came to her fucking nut ass poetry joints. She wanted me to keep coming to the same fucking show over and over. Her soul.
Poetry in motion. Like bro. That's what I'm saying. Will's a fucking clown. Anybody that follow behind him is a clown. And look at her. She want to be up under a nigga. She thinks she can try to get some sneaky dick from this. She think people like. You know what I mean? That's all it is. She amused with him, not nobody else. That's it. I heard a couple bitches get around him and acting like that. And then once they found out he was going, but they was hot. He already tricked you already, bitch. Because he got to read and put some words together. Got you out your pussy.
But he don't even sound these. He sound retarded.
He look retarded.
He do.
Right.
I'm just saying, like,
they ride around in the green Chargers. That old and did that type of time and ride around in that type of car. Like,
I don't know like that. So, is he from around here?
He killed somebody back in the day. He killed the dude that was okay. I'm surprised he hung down this way. Like the boy was from 17th Street. He was from down my end, but he hung down 17th and 50th the boy. His name was Bubby. He can rumble. There was a whole bunch of niggas on that case though. He ain't nobody though.
You said I ain't nobody.
I said he ain't nobody. Call me.
Thank you.
No problem, baby.
All right. That's my CD I gave you. I gave you the fucking American Gangster 50.
What color that CD is on?
It's like grayish, bluish, and he's smoking
This is a copy CD. I can show you that. All right, Sonic.
Bye. I think it's always one try you. I'm going to start this over. The pad just came out. If anybody's still listening, I got my coffee. I feel refreshed. Should I start it over? I feel like I ain't do shit. My hair feels so thin. It's all broke off, and I'm about to cut it too. You know what? I have those crochet joints. I might add. You know what? I think I'm gonna add some hair to my hair. We'll crochet it in. My hair feels so thin. Like, let me see if you can see. Look, you can literally see through it. It's broke off. Don't do braids. And I was just about to put them bitches back in my hair. Look how thin my fucking ponytail is. Look how thin this is. You could literally see through it. What am I going to do? Let me see. How can I put a crochet in my hair? Should I put like a cornrow and then just... Guys, my hair is fucking thin. I'm going to end this because I want to make a new title. And we're going to listen to the pod and I'm going to work some magic with my hair because it's really thin. Or, I don't know, or what. Should I leave it up since I blow dried it already? Ah, mosquitoes! Bitch. Come on, bitch. Come on. Come on. Come on. Where you at? Thank you, mate. Ain't doing that. Come on. Come on. Come on. Where you at? Come on with it. With it. Where you at? You said you would be there for me. Come on, bitch. Your head be itching. Anything. Come on. I got something for you. You got confused the enemy. Got you. Now, look. Got him. Oh, it's another one. Oh. I'm under attack. And it's hurt. These bitches playing in my mother face. Kiss my ass today. Ooh, my hands hurt. You said you would be here for me. Oh, it's another one. Oh, you want some too? You want some too? You just want to smoke a cigarette and private? In peace? Hey, you a big motherfucker. Come on. Come on with it. Come on, bitch. Where y'all at? Cheetos. I see these muscles in his legs. You see it. You see all that muscle? Yeah, you see it. Take me over for me out. They got me. That's enough for that. Ooh, gonna bite me up. All right, I'm gonna end this. If anybody's still watching, I'm gonna start it over.